All right. Boy, has it been like a week? It feels like it has been months. It was so beautiful when I wasn't here. Yeah, what would that bone be? And what exactly would that bone be that you intend on picking? Not me, Pax. Not me. Might need you though for Wednesday. I haven't been able to find somebody. I have literally 0 people like to edit. That shows a clip of you called me fucking. That's pretty fucking funny. That has happened to somebody else. Somebody else told me that they searched their username and they found my stream because they happened to be in the chat while that clip was taken, and you could see their name. Very funny. Very funny, but why would they ever search your username? I don't understand why anybody would search your username. Hello, Gara. Why exactly would they do that? What? I don't understand what incentivized them to do so. Has been different ever since. Well, first of all, that's not my fault. That's 100% your fault. See, at least to the new shit, all of it. All of it. I'm not gonna show it on stream though. I can't. Otherwise I'll get blown away. Even though I know the mega list. Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna show anything. And I'm not gonna talk about anything too good. I don't think any of it is that crazy. This Snark shit really done. Yeah, I can't show it on stream, but it's in the fucking Discord. So like anything I'm talking about, see it in the Discord. Hello, Jitter. The irrational response to a personal viewers in bright white in the TikTok vid. Okay, well that's funny. Because it's even funnier that it was a curated clip and not just some random shit on that just happened to exist. Arguably much funnier this way.
Why do they say that about you?
15 months. Hot dog. Hot dog. Come on. I don't really have this. Oh, they do. Sick. Yippee. Hello, Jay. Go live. Copy. Vince aside, I hope you feel well. Yeah, I don't. I do not. I feel terrible. I can say this because I haven't started the TikTok stream yet, but yeah, look, I really should kill myself. Can't die though. It's unfortunate. Really a curse. Fucking my OBS go. It's good, RJ. Where'd my canvas go? They got the Dewey man again. Well, they don't have me. Unfortunately or fortunately, first of all, they don't have me. Save. Huge. I made soup today. I'm okay, thank you. I'm okay. You better get better, or else. Yeah, I don't have it in me to fight this. You playing ZL? Yeah, bro. What the fuck do you think, bro? What you think I'd be here right now if I wasn't? What the fuck would I be doing right now if I wasn't? Or if I wasn't? Thanks, me. Thanks, dude. Alright, I'm turning the camera on. Hello. I'm so glad you guys are talking to each other, because I don't have it in me to deal with that many fucking U's at the end of a U in reference to me. What the fuck happened to your hair? It grows, man. I'm sorry. It grows. I'm sorry. Hey, Snark, is that you? Who else would it be? What other white man would have the stream key? I wouldn't give the stream key to another white man. That sounds crazy. I'm not doing that. Looking extra wavy. Yeah, I mean, this is, unfortunately, the longer it gets, that's what it does. It just starts spiraling. Shit really, yeah, it really gets out of sorts. Like, what's going on? Look at that. What is that? Look at mad fruity emoji. Facts, twin. Any Discord, you just know if Snark is continuing, or if this is the beginning of the end. Why are you asking the Discord? I'm right fucking here. I'm right fucking here. Yeah, that shit does have Giorno fucking donuts, bro. That's exactly what that shit has. It really starts spinning. Darth, watch out, buddy. Watch out. You don't care. Fake Nintendo. Let my hair grow. Now I got the longest brows dripping from my. Yeah, I'm right there with you, bro. This shit is mad springy, bro. It's mad springy. Look at the stretch. Bro, I care about Pokemon. I don't believe you. I simply don't believe you. I know you've said this. But I simply do not believe you. Can I get a fucking different Legend song with like some more energy, perhaps? Perhaps some more energy? What about the forest? I like the hair. Hey, thanks, man. Hey, thanks. It gets Master Ball rank on Pocket? What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay, maybe he does care, but it's not healthy. Not to say that anything that's really happening in here is healthy. In that regard, is my mic quiet? Shit, it might be. However, in my mixer, I guess it does look a little quiet. I suppose it does look a little quiet. Maybe right there. I guess it's a little bit better. What about here? Is that too much? That's the same shit, mixture wise. I'm not gonna move it above this. So we're gonna have to hold this. I should check the, go back to YouTube. What is this talking about? Has this shifted in a way that's meaningful? Kinda, maybe a little bit. I'm trying to, YouTube has a new feature where it'll allow me to auto vertical the stream so that I appear in the shorts feed, which is interesting, right? And it would do a number for the viewership there. However, right, I don't know that I like the way it's chopping it, and I'm curious to see what it does when I switch scenes and play a game. What's my C Pokemon gets that unique stat track skeleton fade design? Why are you in my shorts feed? Holy shit, bro. How did that happen? I'm too large though in your shorts feed as I'm observing what it is auto cropped. I'm uncomfortable with this. I'm uncomfortable with the size of me. Welcome back. I was gone for a week, and it's not like I was gone. Dressed like a Sims character. Yes, all Sims characters, all they do is wear hoodies. That's how you denote a Sims character, is a hoodie. This couldn't be me hoodie that I'm wearing, as you get now on snarkburst.com. I'm thinking, when do we start talking about leaks? When people get in here. So, like, maybe 15 more minutes. What the fuck did you just say to me? I'm sorry, I'm not. They really do be leaking, bro. They really do. There you go, snarkburst.com. I'm leaking right now. Put that shit away. There are children here. I'm in the shorts feed now. There are children here. Ew. Name one child. Well, I don't know kids like that. I'm sorry. I'm not like your favorite streamers. I don't know children. So I'm sorry to say. I think maybe it's just because the mic is so far away. But is my shit getting limp? I don't like any of them except Stormy. What do you mean? Any of them except Stormy? Because you can't be talking about the megas. You can't be talking about the megas. This is a child-hating zone. It is, however, if the children are present, we're gonna harm them. Are you crazy? You sound stiff. How do you sound stiff? How do I don't sound pliable? Well, I guess how do you sound pliable? How do you sound mobile? What happened to my dexterity? Hey, thanks. I think I look like shit.
Snark, why do they hate you?
9 months, hot dog. Not getting the usual joy for life in your voice. I don't think you've gotten that, Noah. What, am I mudded? Bro's mudded. Bro is muddy. Yeah, I don't know why they get, it's fucking spoilers, by the way, for why the fuck do they get that star physical anything? Why does that motherfucker have 140 physical attack? See, the spark in his eyes are gone. You could go back a long time and not. You fuck with the Stormy? I think it's funny. I think a lot of them are funny. I don't think it's as serious. I do think a lot of them are funny. And it depends on that if they rationalize it. Like, I'm sure, I think it probably just got smart enough that, like, it got pissed off that it wasn't a human, started walking around. Like, which is funny. I think that's good enough for me. Why the fuck would I be, why would I ever be high? No, the phalanx is sick, bro. The phalanx is dope. Stop hating on the gator, bro. Stop hating on the gator. I told you guys that the Ember was the sleeper pick. Nobody believed me. It's fine. I'm still gonna pick the fucking gator, though. Think better than it likes pancakes? No, that's incredible, bro. There's mega phalanx? Yeah. One gets really large, and the other ones connect to it, and it becomes like a little fucking megazord. We walking with the board now. Hell yeah, bro. Have you guys played the game? How many of you who played the game? I was always Team Tepig. That's because you picked it. Your first Pokemon game was Pokemon Black and White. And you picked Tepig. A mistake, obviously. The only starter that you should be picking is Snivy. But it's okay. I watched my friend play 14 hours of it. And are you excited? Are you excited? Yeah, Oshawott is cool. So is Duat. Samurott is not. I don't care. I don't care what you think about Samurott. No, but this, nah, bro. Shit is ass. Shit is ass because it was an otter and it turned into a fucking sea lion. And it was bipedal and then it turned into a quadruped. It's like the only one where like we didn't want that. It's like this the only one where we didn't want it to go quadruped, and it did. They love taking shit and putting it on 2 feet, and then the one time we didn't want that, they did it. Mad goofy, but damn, I love it. I don't think it looks goofy. I mean, obviously it looks silly a little bit. It's just because of what it is in nature, but I think it looks good. The best one, 100% though. Sleeper best mega, bro, is fucking Barbarical. The sleeper best mega might be Barbarical, bro. That shit is absurd. Oh my god, the Drampa 2 though. The Drampa 2, it's just the pose the Barbarical is hitting. Too many hands, bro. Too many hands. 41 months, hot dog. Off his leaf and make him a snake with tentacles. What? He didn't become a quadruped. He had vestigial limbs. And he had those hands that were behind his back. Shit was sick. Barbarical was good. That's what I'm saying, bro. How good are the leaks? What is your definition of good? What is good to you? What is good to you? I know you don't know, bro. I know you don't know, so don't answer my fucking question because I know that you don't know and it's a waste of time. The Exodia Phalanx, that's what I'm saying, bro. The Drampa's crazy, the Dragalge. Meganium is okay to me, all ass. All of the starter megas are out. All of them are terrible. Thought those would be a layup. Yeah, at least the Noivern. 1 minute. Brother, that's, first of all, that's a minute. Secondly, you know I don't run that shit. No, the giant totodile is funny. You can only see it when he attacks. It's only when he attacks does he chomp down and become a big ass totodile. Prior to that, he looks fucking silly, but it's like it's not the worst shit in the world. So I'm still gonna pick him, mostly because it makes more sense for my team. Also, the fucking Scolipede, I'm in there. The Scolipede, I'm in there, bro. Okay, can I maybe swap to some music with more energy? I know I said that the last time, however, do I just play Mon's music? You know what? Don't care. How the fuck did I clicked like a random fucking YouTube video that says nostalgic Pokemon music for you to speedrun your overdue work to, and it fucking immediately put me back in the fucking forest. It just put me back in the fucking forest, bro. Like, what do we... Unhand me. That's way too fucking loud. That's way too loud, and I hate my life and myself too much to have to listen to that at that volume. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it there. Are we good? Have you mentioned this your last... No, not yet. No, not... But I thought you could tell, by the way. I thought my hair was spelling it out. Sargy might be real, though.
Snark, why do they hate you?
I need that. It's not happening. 27 months. Can you motherfuckers... Alright, bro. If you're gonna subscribe, you do that shit right now and get it out of the way. Get this subscribing shit out the way. I did say, right? Look, I'm gonna be honest. Surprised me. I thought they couldn't improve on peak and they proved me wrong. Yeah, it's a shame that shit has fucking 6 speed, though. Shit has 6 speed. Unusable creature. Especially in a game where my cooldowns are tied to my speed. My cooldowns are tied to my speed, obviously, as they would be. I can't use this fucking centipede. Yeah, I'm talking about the Mega Scolipede. Scolipede is the Mega one, is slow. Maybe he has speed boost to it? I don't think he does. Say lower a bit, it's kind of loud. Hey, thanks, man. No, it seemed like I turned it up. It's... Frostlass gets nasty. The Frostlass is a good one, too. I need that. You see, I haven't got far yet. All these are right. See what a bit for shit I really feel about it. Oh, the Salt and Stone. Interesting. Yeah, I haven't even thought about any of the other fragrances. I don't know why it is. Anytime I talk about fragrances, I always have like an inclination to say flavors, and I feel like it's not just me. And I don't know why that is. You're really giving Lucario greedy ass 2 megas? Okay, but what do we think? It's got to be the Y mega, right? That we're getting the Y. I say flavors too. Yeah, that's not good company to be in. Did the models look? They sure did. They sure did. Say throbbing instead of thriving every time. That's something different. You're freaked out. We're talking about like, oh, I said flavors instead of fragrance. Haha, like what is the flavor of your scent? You're like, bro, I'm always talking about my shit throbbing, bro, but like, nah, bro, we're thriving. We're doing well. Jue home. Jue, I need you for Wednesday. Unfortunately, it's not gonna save me, but I need you for Wednesday. Sorry to say. I need you to pull a 24-hour. Like I'm doing. Yeah, Wednesdays for Pokemon. And I need clips because fuck you mean Wednesday? I'm playing on Wednesday. Why did you give a hint? Or did you just slash me? Who up leaking they pokes? That guy's leaking around the Pokemon. Get him away from there. Get him away from my Pikachu. Nah, he didn't get shot. He just slashed me. You gotta stay? No, the fuck I don't. Why the fuck do I need to stay? You really think Mons is gonna save it? Be honest. Be honest, you really think Mons is gonna save it? If a guy wants to leak, let him leak. It's fine. Just don't do it around the silly little creatures. Only if you're there to do the clips, Joy. However, right? There are no training wheels this time. There are no training wheels because I cannot be asked to title and put description. So I'm just gonna trust you. I have to trust you and just believe. I don't think they need to be crazy. I don't think they need to be crazy. But well, at least I don't really keep up. Yeah, they leaked everything. Anything that Pokemon has ever, or Game Freak has ever even thought about doing, it's been leaked. All the way up until 2030. We have this game. We have Gen 10, which I don't know when I'll start talking about it. But we're talking procedurally generated islands, MMO elements, a fucked up procedural starter that changes the islands you can find as they're procedurally generated based on how you've raised the creature, and it's unique to that person's game. Hello 29 divas. Why so many divas? And why not 30? Diva down? Question mark. And then there's there's all-time Japan Pokemon game. Every Japanese region you could travel betwixt them, including a region in between Sinnoh and Hoenn. It would be the main focal point. I don't think that shit is ever coming out, but that's in there. Yeah, Pokemon Sport pretty much. Well made. World not ready for that is a lot of divas. That's a lot of divas. That's a lot of divas. And that's I'm not gonna say there's such a thing as too much cunt, right? But it might be. It might be for society the way it is now. Might be. Orange Islands maybe? Not in that, but they do include Kitakami, they said. No fucking way the Chandelier has 175 special attack. Father? Fucking Zygarde has like 216. Really a few days left with you? Yeah, I'll probably be done with Mons like day one. Like why mute? Mon like Paul Tree, Chim's car, we really put it in the paint, stock that. And so there's that, there's those three, and then Legends, unfortunately Galar. Which we're going back to fucking medieval Galar and fighting fucking Gigantamax Mons with 30 Pokemon deep, fighting big ass Gigantamax. These stats are not too crazy. You're saying that like they didn't give Starmie 140 attack and huge power. Second worst region, by the way. And, Galar is the worst game they've ever made. The worst region, worst game. But as a Legends game, it's different. Like the region won't be the same. It's just Dynamaxing is the worst gimmick ever. It's fucking disgusting competitively. And also it's just stupid. They're just big. They're just big. I don't care about them being fucking big. No, Sun and Moon are good games. Sorry to say, objectively, they're some of the better Pokemon games. Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, even though I don't want to play that shit, just objectively. As far as execution and features and breadth of content. Oh no, Johto sucks. Johto sucks, but it's not Johto's fault. Johto sucks, but it's not Johto's fault. Which, speaking of, originally ZA was supposed to be Johto. We're gonna do Ho-Oh Lugia. I'm wondering what the next gimmick is gonna be. You want me to tell you? I'm going to tell you, because that's what we're doing in this stream. They're weather moves that affect the weather for some reason. 3-dog lore would have been. It would have been. It would have been. Instead, I'm in fuck-ass France, and then you got me going back to England. I don't want to go back to England, bro. I don't want to go back to Galar. Place sucks. Place fucking stinks. Oh god, they just be doing anything. Weather moves affecting the weather. There's something to... Oh, remake confirmed? No. Well, I guess it's technically in the 4 region remake. What's wrong with Johto? It's fucking half-assed. It's like devoid of the majority of content because they squeezed it in with Kanto. And then obviously Kanto is way worse in that scenario as well because just the nature of them both being there. If Johto had like a full game to itself, it'd probably be incredible. It'd be incredible. Yeah, Johto was DLC. It just wasn't enough. It just wasn't enough. Respect my region. You know that Galar is ass. You know. First of all, I'm not gonna argue with somebody eating beans. I'm not doing that, okay? You're in my chat eating beans. So at least being interested, they tie the Nazca lines or some shit. Bro, you just love Yu-Gi-Oh! You just love 5Ds, bro. This fucking music's so loud. Going fast makes me feel alive, bro. I've never been so alive. When I'm traveling at immeasurable speeds never before thought possible, when I'm traveling at those speeds, when the world is slowing around me, as I approach the speed of light. Let's start the league talk, but we already fucking started, pussy. We're already talking about it. We're in the midst of all of it. It's just real casual, unstructured, free-flowing conversation. But because you're so fucking autistic, it pisses you off. I get it. Who let Magirna get a Mega Man? The same person that let fucking Ardino get one. Could've fooled me. Why'd they give that Barnacle order? I don't know, bro, but Barbaracle is tough. Mega Barbaracle? It's going on the team. I'm sorry. Sorry, it's going on the team. Give a fuck if Mega Ardino is cute. It's worthless. Ardino is good for one thing and one thing only, and that is fucking farming XP. In-game. Unless that thing can Mega in the wild on its own, because it technically can in this game, and I can get more XP off of defeating it, I don't care. Not too much on the GOAT Ardino. What was I thinking? What was I thinking? What are your thoughts on Mega Storm? I think it's funny. I think it's funny. Obviously, it would be sick if shit was cool, but not everything is gonna be cool. And so I think it's funny watching it fucking run around. I just need them to like tell me, like in its Pokedex entry, that it approached an intelligence level that that made it realize that it wasn't human, and it got pissed off, and then it started walking to try to be more human-like. That's what. Hey, thanks, man. Hey, thanks. Camera quality is okay. It used to be better until Twitch nerfed me, and I was no longer able to stream at 4K, and that means TikTok got hit too. Stream quality wise. Yeah, I don't know why they gave it huge power. I guess that's the thought process, is that it actually doesn't have. Hey, thanks for liking the live. It actually doesn't have 140 attack. They just gave it huge power, and because this game does not have abilities, that they have done that in its place. That's what they've done. I believe more megas to the ones that already got them. I think that's fine. I think that's fine as long as they're interested and have different use cases. What game am I playing? I'm not playing anything right now. I'm talking about Pokemon leaks. Because I will be playing Pokemon on Wednesday. I'll be playing Legends EA on Wednesday. At 4 AM Pacific. It does say something like that? Yes, I would imagine, so that makes sense to me. That makes sense to me. I think it's funny. I don't think everything has to be cool. It would be sick if it was cool. They did Chomp dirty, new one mandatory. I don't know that Chomp is mandatory. But Chomp does have one of the worst megas ever. You have a favorite Pokemon? I don't. I do not. How'd you get the game early, bro? Not that many people in here played it, interestingly enough. I thought you guys would have been all over it. I forgot about Electros. I don't mind the Electros either. The Skarmory is ugly as fuck, bro. Oh my god. The Skarmory is ugly as fuck, but it's gold. And so that's good enough. I kind of fuck with the Electros. I thought your fave was Sir Fetch. What the fuck? No, bro. That's Surfetch is great though. That's good mons. That's W mons. That's the only good thing to come out of that region, outside of Dragapult, actually. Nah, there were some good mons. I'll take that back. There were some good mons in galore, but like, not enough. I am talking about the new megas. I do not fuck with Explode. I don't hate Explode. Gator looks fucked up. Don't even like the battle aspect. Just stupid. I disagree. I don't think it's that bad, but I understand where you're coming from. Too bad the region is the region. It's not gonna be the same when we go back to Legends Galar. It's not gonna be the fucking same region. I'm gonna be fighting people in their fucking squires, bro. I'm gonna be fighting people in their fucking. I'm gonna go into taverns and shit. You mean Shadow of the Colossal? Pretty much, bro. Colossal, you mean? Yeah. That's good bits out of you. It's good bits. I know I'm talking about Sword and Shield. Yeah, Sword and Shield is fucking terrible. But did you hear the MX album? I did not hear the MX album. I did not. I'm sorry to say. I heard the title. I see what he did there with the Koi. You see it, bro? You see it? My favorite mega is the 2 Righteous S. Cap. The YouTuber likes Pokemon music. What you want? What do you want, bro? What do you want from me? I'm not gonna be fucking talking about Pokemon listening to Gunna, bro. Like it's not, thematically, we gotta be in there. We gotta be all locked in. Yes, you get it. Game it up wenches. Yeah, bro. Like, it'll be way better than the original region. That's for true. Gonna see people jousting on their Mudsdales? Facts, bro. On their Galarian Rapidashes? I'm locked in. And until I see the first Gigantamax. Until I see the first Dynamax, then I'm like, alright, well, I'm out. I'm done. You got me, bro. This is stupid. It's just big, but it's not big. It's like a projection of the... I did see that Brian Branch shit. Have you played a lot of them? I played every single one a million times, unfortunately. Who's doing a fundraiser? Who's doing a fundraiser for that guy to get a Switch 2? You see the team? I did see that. So you're the absolute worst discourse, the worst thing to happen today was the beta versions of ZA leaking and them seeing what it looked like, and then the beta and then the whatever version screenshots of Gen 10 and then seeing what it looked like, and then people complaining. I saw some of the worst just brain dead takes ever in my life off the back of that shit, bro. I swear to God, people do not understand. I do understand why people talk the way they do. I would never in my life speak with so much confidence talking about some shit I have no idea about, right? They have no idea how video games are made. and the way that they have spoken about this, that whole conversation about Game Freak being ass, right? Which is true, should be dead the moment you see that they've been given a paperclip and 6 pennies to make these games, bro. Like, that should just be dead. It should be dead, bro. They get 2 weeks, a paperclip, and 3 pennies to make these games with. You think it was you think they wanted to make that shit flat? You think they wanted to make that shit flat, bro? Like, I don't think you guys understand. Was it $1 per unit sold? I'd have to look at the numbers again, but it's certainly not even remotely close to enough. 6 games that are available right now, well, Section 8 house, barely. Like they might be under the threshold before they're like, all right, well, you got to make a little bit more. Having Disney money and doing that's what I'm saying, bro. But they don't. People do not understand that it's actually not Game Freak's fault. As bad as they are, it's the Pokemon Company's fault. Were the numbers really that low for how much they were given? Yeah. They were given no type of money, bro, to make this shit. They never are. What, in a terrible dev cycle? awful. But you could tell in the game. That's why like I don't understand why people are so confident in talking about things they don't know anything about. Given the little information we had, and then you take a look at the games and you see the systems in place of like shit that you could tell that they tried to do some shit and then just couldn't because they didn't have the resources to do so. I'm like, it's not their fault. I'm like, it's not their fault, bro. You're making a game that's gonna sell more than anything else. You're gonna make the highest selling game of the year, and you're doing it with a tenth, maybe, of the cost. It's legitimate, yeah. So much is cut. They even said they didn't want to outsource that, yeah, because it wasn't cost effective. But I simply do not understand what the books look like. What are they doing, bro? It's because they're sending the director out on location to like scout for the next region. I don't think that the whole fucking thing is not one model, bro. I swear to God, that's for lighting. I swear you have to map the shit and then it's static. It's not like there's dynamic lighting. It's not like there's fucking ray tracing. Yeah, but Sonic needs that funding, or Pokemon doesn't, because people will still buy it. But it's not. And why would they change that? Because Game Freak gets all the blame, and then the Pokemon company gets to take all that shit. Creatures gets to take all that shit. Nintendo gets to take the rest. So it's fun. But it doesn't even seem. That's game Falcons are going. Imagine that, bro. Imagine being a Falcons fan and getting a win, bro. Like, imagine that. Is that not insane? This song is off. The day theme for Cantlay City. They can maybe double the profit. Well, the thing is, it's not about. You can't just throw a bunch of money. You can't just throw a bunch of money. I'm a Giants fan. Yuck. You can't just throw a bunch of money. They still need time. They still need time. If they don't get the time, though, 4 years is solid enough. So, I think it's okay for you guys to have higher expectations, especially for Gen 10, considering. But also, they keep for some reason, and I'm not gonna say for some reason because I understand it, but they keep getting more ambitious. Like, what do you mean? There's procedurally generated islands in Gen 10, and nobody's game is gonna be the same. Everybody's gonna have their own unique experience. Like, why not? Why just give me a game that works? They mean by C, they just mean basic Pokemon. They just mean a base mon. So I wouldn't get my hopes up. Yeah, I agree. 90% of that shit's getting scrapped. That 4 region game not coming out, bros. No Musket. Nobody has made that joke in here, at least, and I've not seen that joke, so I'm gonna give you credit. But then when I see it later on Twitter, I'm gonna remember that's where you got it from. You're gonna be too old for Pokemon. You're not that old. You're probably like 24, bro. It's fine. And there's no such thing as too old. We're being real. It's insane how good No Man's Sky got, considering that shit was one of the worst games I ever played in my life. Add a 10 to that 24. Damn. Still not too old though, fuck it. I'm not gonna stop you. I'm not gaming Twitter anymore. That's off the dome. Don't say it. Don't add him and say good God, bro. We're so old, man. She's taking my ass. You're old. I'm young and spry. Like no fire looks crazy too. Yeah, I'm tapped in. I'm tapped in for that shit. How do you know about Invader Zim? That's from when I was a kid. Who had mentioned anything about Invader Zim? Who had mentioned anything about? Did anybody say something about Invader Zim at any point in time during this stream? Did anybody mention GERD at any? Snark will always be 29 to me. I'm not even that old, bro. It's not me. What was I doing? Oh, I'm checking on the fucking YouTube vertical stream, bro. I'm checking on the YouTube vertical stream to see what that's hitting for. I'm interested in what it does when I play a game. I don't know what he talking about. Nah, you know. I forgot there was a Mega Skull villain, bro. I'm iffy on those DLC ones. I don't know if that's 100% true. You were 47 or something? Because I am. Oh. They have Invader Zim, and they have Gur in the fucking at their PFP on TikTok. And what if I was 47, bro? And what if I was also 17? And what if I also was seeing your mom on the side? And what if I did eat your snacks? And what then? I was 9 when that came out. Damn, bro, that shit came out in fucking 96. Like, gave my goat type of flawless education so they wouldn't have to give him a mega evolution. Nah, bro, that your man's is a creep. I'm sorry. Sorry, your man's is a creep. But it's also not his fault, bro. Freaky ass dev cooking up fan fiction, bro. Because they want to fucking Typhlosion. Like, is Ernest in Veltal? Yeah. Just fake news and a bad translation? Probably. But also, it was a lot. Like, I don't know if the whole story was that. It said check central. That's embarrassing, bro. That's embarrassing, that message you just sent me. Live in the public stream chat too, bro. That's embarrassing. You're not embarrassed? You don't feel a type of way? Okay. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Hold on, I'm peeping this Zard model. It sure does look different. They need to go back, bro. Why did they make it so angry? Why did they make my man so angry? But I see this Unova shit. But also, what do you mean?
Snark, why do they hate you?
Sack Abdi. But what do you mean now it's been confirmed that... Okay. That new Pikachu is ugly as fuck, bro. Oh my god. The Pikachu remodel is so disgusting. Yeah, I saw it. It's disgusting. Feels so good to tab into a stream taking care of some spreadsheets, bro. Is that true, bro? Is that really true? Oh, Zempichu? Yeah, why did they do that to him? Why did they do that to him? I also don't fuck with the Zard. They made him too aggressive. I like the Happy Zard. I like Happy Zard. I will say the absolute worst of all these megas, I do not care what you guys had to say, is the Pyroar. Holy shit, the Pyroar is disgusting. Yeah, we all love fat Pikachu. All of us. And they keep making him skinnier and skinnier. He does look like he has the Ozempic stink, dude. He like, why is his face so? I don't know, bro. It's not my Pikachu. That's literally not my Pikachu. Pyroar could have been an email. Yeah, and it would have went straight to spam. I'm seeing. I looked and I'm still getting the just worst comments on that fucking TikTok from months ago when I said I don't care about Pokemon being ass. Because they've literally always been terrible. All of these games have always sucked. I don't care what anybody's perspective is on that. I don't think they've ever been good games. They've been fun, but they've never been great games, right? And people are still in the comments to fight me from both sides. Hating me from both sides. Half of them are hating on me for saying Pokemon has never been good. This guy must not have played Black and White. This guy didn't play Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Get real, right? Fucking get real. And then Other people are like, oh, so you're fine getting scammed? You're fine getting you'd like being weird thing to flex. And I'm like, are you like a quadruped, right? Could count on their limbs the amount of folds in your brain. A paraplegic. Somebody with no motor function. Somebody with a dual amputee with no arms could count on their fingers how many folds you got on your brain. You could, bro. You. But what? I mean, what am I supposed to do? I don't expect much from the comments. I just think it's funny that people are hating on me from either side, which seems to always happen when I post some shit. Not yet, May, but it's coming. What is damn star? You're where the? Are you in the water? We're so back. We're something. You need to start calling that word. No, it's not my word. I can't say it. You can say it. I can't say it. Unless I believe you. What's good, Shadow? What's good, gang? I don't know that these people are even drunks. The thing is, the people that are mad at me love Pokemon way more than me. Like, whether they're hating on me for the one thing or the other. Like, they love it more than me. They at least are very funny. It's insane, though. Who mad at you? I mean, I don't know that I would call it mad. I think people are just mad at their lives. Like, I don't know if they're mad at me. I think they just hate their lives. And I said something that was somewhat of an affront to their belief system. Yeah, the Mega Drampa was one of the better ones, where they saved that creature. They saved that creepy ass, old ass dragon. Pokemon's all they got. Yeah, it's interesting. Though I will say though, it is funny as hell for people, like people respond. This is why I'm just playing Digimon. I'm like, that's great. You should play the things that you enjoy playing. And then there's a fucking chain of like 50 comments of people responding, I don't want to play Digimon. Who the fuck cares, bro? I didn't care about that original comment. I don't care that you don't care about Digimon. I do not. This is the biggest waste of my time I've ever seen in my life. Especially since I think a helmet is cooler. Well, I don't know that a helmet is. I don't even know what it's like a hood. I can sold in their entire life. Well, I've explained this before, where it really is just a level of insecurity. So many, I mean, most people's lives are terrible. They fucking suck. And they're incredibly insecure about that. Among other things. And so they don't have the confidence to assess, hello Denise, to assess and assign credibility to themselves and others. And so they need the things that they enjoy to be validated so that they can be validated. Thanks for liking the live. I still need to see a full pic of Scolipede. I mean, they exist. There's plenty of pictures of Scolipede. And that shit is heat. Hello, student. I don't like the arms being part of it. It's just like head, exoskeleton, and mimics it total. I think it could be done better. I just hate this is not total form, basically. I kind of fuck with it. I fuck with it. I think it's kind of disappointing that you only see it when he attacks. But, I think it's cool. I don't mind the arms being a part of it. I like that the arms are a part of it. That's how you, like, that's actually fun how someone they believe, they know you just from a clip. That's incredible, but also, like, it's insane, but also it's incredibly funny. Like, have to be good because they're on this. Well, here's the thing. Like, if you say that thing sucks, and I'm so unsure about myself, then I start to feel negatively about myself because this thing that I like, because I don't have any credibility or confidence in myself built up internally. And so then it is an attack on me. That's how I feel. And it's just sad. It's honestly sad, but for the fan-made Megas of the Gator designs. They were always going to though. Like no fan fucking design was ever gonna be Mega Stormy. Like nobody would ever do some stupid ass shit like that. What's a problem though, and it's clear in some of the documentation, is how they have changed certain designs, scrap certain things because of the fan designs. I think that's disappointing. Yeah, I agree that I hate that it just shows on attacks. I think that's kind of disappointing. I wish it ran around like that and then it got exposed when it attacked. I wish it was faking it majority of the time and then sort of busted out of its facade when it attacked. Do they legally have to not copy fan designs? Yeah. Unfortunately, if they do something that's similar to a fan design, you do have some plausible deniability, obviously, and you do own the IP, but I mean, the law is weird. The law is very, unfortunately, not very rigid in that respect. And so, yeah, somebody could get them. Somebody could smoke them with that, and it's just not worth it. But it's unfortunate when that happens, because most of these people are just fans who are just having fun. They're not like trying to be malicious. But then, you know, they end up screwing him that they love. I don't see anything similar to what they have. They cooked up, they scrap it. I mean, you have to. I think it's just easier for them. You only have $5 instead of $7 to make the game. Yeah, bro. Imagine only having $10 million to make a game, bro. That's actually so... I try to tell people, bro. Maybe you just... I mean, that's not... Technically, that's not their fault, though. Technically? No, it's not about the Ho-Oh fan TCG chart, but it is, I guess, in reference to what we're talking about. I was talking about them changing designs and scrapping designs because of fan designs. Where the dev money go to, that shit goes directly to the Pokemon company. Shit goes directly to Creatures Inc. It goes directly to Nintendo. Game Freak is not seeing that shit, bro. Because there's zero scenario where they would allow this to happen. Post and try to say no orders to the bad and release a DLC right next to it. No. They have zero. They have no money to make these games. The money absolutely impacts how shitty these games are. It's just, as we've continued to reiterate, that it's not really 100% Game Freak's fault. In fact, I would argue they probably have the least amount to do. I know they're the ones making the game, but they have the least amount to do with the games being so poor. It's almost 100% external. Nobody would want to make a game like that. Bro, I thought it was just code for a bunch of bad designs. No, that's that absolutely is true that they have changed shit because of fan design. And I think that's been detailed in some of the leaks. I think time effects. No, of course time effects are more. I've said that plenty of times. You can't just throw a bunch of money at it and it'd be fine, but like it's all hand in hand. I got mad volume today. I don't even have that much volume. It's just got mad fucking texture. It is too wavy. Shit is too wavy. There's these games on the schedule. Yeah, because you have to understand part of what makes Pokemon better than Digimon, right? Because it's just topical. I'm sorry to reference it. And why it's great that Digimon game is doing well, but it'll never do as well as Pokemon shit, is partly for the same reason it fucking sucks. In that it's a multimedia franchise, the biggest in the world. And so every addition in every sector, in every lane, enhances the experience. And so, but for the same way it enhances, it also takes away, because you have to run these things on the schedule. You gotta make the merch. You gotta make the cards. You gotta make the show. And so all of those things serve to enhance your experience that you have while consuming any portion of this media. But because it has to be so rigid, the games do suffer. Incredibly cult-like, and I love that for no, it's incredible, but also like that dragon just turned into a it's turned into a little girl. Like, what was that? I don't want to play that shit. The thing about Digimon is Digimon are fucking ugly, and the world is not that interesting. I'm sorry to say, I've talked about this before, I know I have. Digimon has incredible potential. And incredible potential within the world because of the concept. And I don't think they do enough with it. Like, interesting. I don't think they take it to places that are that interesting. Personal opinion, of course. Feel free to disagree. But also ugly as fuck. 90% of those fucking things. Disgusting to look at. Disgusting to look at. And the one thing that Pokemon does well, even though the games are fucking terrible, is the world. The world that they have created, that these little creatures inhabit and interact with, is better than any other creature capturer. Just is, in my assessment. And so that's why they're able to get away with these things, outside of it being a multimedia franchise. I've never seen people talk about the idea of money. There's all these different channels. You see Pokemon fans and stuff. Well, Pokemon fans are a little bit more, you know. And you gotta remember that they're Nintendo people as well, so they had no Pikachu or Charizard, and that's facts, bro.
Snark,
Agumon, not touching Zard. Sorry, that motherfucker's not touching Zard. T-Rex not already candy is tough, but not tough enough for me to look past trash can. Yeah, I'm not. And even then, it's not. It's cool. Other than I saw a gift the other day, I was perplexed. They got their. It's because it's just the way that that they built a world where that's a possibility. Is you can even find that creature cute. It's a shame that you never really end up exploring the world in any meaningful way. But because it exists still in the background, it props everything else up. And so that is why you're still able to enjoy these things. And like, I'm not gonna ride for anybody because I mean, I'm the first person to tell you these things fucking suck. However, right, you got to give them credit where it's due. The world is, it's just better than anybody else's. And so that is a something that they have done well, and they should get credit for that. And it is almost solely the reason why these things are still enjoyable, even though they're terrible and incomplete. I don't want to say, I guess I'll just say incomplete because, hey, for the most part, they're still somewhat ambitious. They still care. Like, I don't know that you could see some of the mons and some of the like systems in Scarlet and Violet and be like, they don't care. To me, I see that and I play that and I'm like, damn, they really had no type of budget. They really had no type of time. And so this is what we got. The thing is, though, like, you're being too generous, they're not even enjoyable. Well, I think that's crazy. Why the fuck are you playing it then? A bad game can still be enjoyable. I think that's insane. I think I couldn't even say that. Like, I wouldn't even feel confident. Even if I hated this shit, I couldn't even say that. Because they're still being bought, and while the general population is not anything to really base opinions off of, I mean, nobody's playing that shit if it's not good. Like they'll play it if it's bad, but they're not gonna play it if it's not enjoyable. Plenty of people enjoy bad things, but in the end, they're still enjoyable. You can tell they try hard. They just didn't have time to prepare for it. It's very clear. You're retiring after ZA for real? I think so, Logs. I think so. Mostly because I don't think Mons will save this shit. I don't think Mons will save. It's possible. Like, anything is possible. But in an effort to get like more people in here, different types of people in here, I don't know if it'll be enough. Infinite Legend Arceus or Scarlet and Violet, that's interesting. That's interesting because to me, the most likely time for somebody to drop those fucking games is in the beginning. Like if I'm getting in the middle, I've found a way to enjoy this game. Cook up with Battlefield, I don't have anybody to play that shit with. I've been looking for some shit to play in that same vein, but I don't have anybody to play that shit. I have nobody to play video games with. You gotta stick around till winning waves. Bro, I am not, man, that's a whole year, bro. You're going out the way I came in on a Legends game, there's something to that. There's something to that, full circle, bro. The streams haven't been good since. Play with Mikey, bro. Mikey's not playing fucking Battlefield. Snarkcraft will really save this, where you can only do Snark. I'm not having on Black Ops. Get real, bro. Get real. You're not getting on that shit. Well, see, the thing about Arceus is that game. How do you know? Did you ask? I have nobody to ask, and I'm not asking. Trust me, I know Mikey. 50-hour ZA stream day one. Yeah, probably it'd be 24. I was thinking about doing. I'm not gonna call it a subathon, right? But I remember I told you guys that we were gonna start counting subs towards like every 10 subs I get is an extra day streaming because like Pokemon's gonna be the last shit. I'm not doing a freakathon. How you doing 50 hours in 20? I've done it before. But I think I have to find the right price to reward. Yeah, I'm gonna play fucking two most random ass people ever. Camera quality always looks so good. It's a shame, isn't it though, that like nobody cares. Chrono Gangster was unfamiliar with your steez. You get it. You get it. But I was gonna do like the original idea was every 100 subs, right? It was gonna be an extra month, maybe week to this stream shit. Since I was gonna be gone anyway. Just cause I thought that'd make it interesting. But also, so we'll get back to the leaks in a second. But also, it is the single thing. You're talking to Steezus of Nazareth, bro. Like speaking of, get those people out of my land. And not the ones that are from there. The ones that showed up there and started pushing people out. From the river to the fucking sea. Will be free. Palestine will be free. A ceasefire is not enough. I digress. I don't want to call it a sub goal. No, it's not give me $2 grand and I'll say I need people to suffer the way that I have suffered. But it is the one thing that I have not done is farm subs because I don't fucking care about subscribers. The thing is though, on Mons Day, right? If people are getting notified that they've been gifted, they come in here, right? See who they've been gifted to. One, they don't have ads on this new game that just came out, which is very frustrating. Two, if they don't have ads in here, and I'm already ahead of everybody else because I started playing that shit at 4 a.m. on Wednesday instead of 12 on Thursday, right? So I'm 16 hours ahead of everybody else. They have no ads in here. And they've already seen me, then they're more inclined to stay in here. Think about the way you consume content, right? A new game drops, and none of your favorite people are alive right now, so you're scrolling through the directory. Where are you more likely to stay? You're more likely to stay in the place that you have no ads, one. Two, the person that's the furthest. Because anything before that, it's not relevant anymore. You've already seen this person. This person's already at rank M. I don't want to go back to rank Y. Because I can fill in the blanks of what happened before, but I don't know what's going to happen in the future. It's good, Solars. Okay, I'm okay, bro. I don't need a fucking job. Imagine me employed, bro. Imagine that. So that's why I'm thinking about doing that, and I figured I may as well run the discount. I think It's 35%. So for Wednesday, I'll run a 35% discount on gifted subs. And we'll just see. I don't know if I'm gonna put the fucking first ethical billion. I don't think that's possible. Unless, right? Unless your stance on gambling is a little gray and you hit the lottery. I think then you could argue, I could hire you, I need staff. You do not need staff, Logs. Logs, remember that time you doxed yourself, bro? We were just talking about this the other day. Your shorts have been good, they've been popping up. Yeah, they haven't been getting that many views though, and wait, this cracker's a mega extra deal. I think I'm staying. Yeah. You gotta stop talking about it. It's one of the funniest fucking things that's ever happened in here, bro. I'm sorry. But it came up, I don't know how it came up. I don't know how it came up, but it came up. The short's been popping up. One, my fucking editing software keeps exploding, which is why there was no short today. I was gonna make some shit, but I didn't, and I don't have time, really. So, no shorts until Wednesday, when hopefully Jue or Love Packs or whoever else I can get to do... So does anybody else know any fucking social media managers? So I can get them to do it. I've asked people and they said no. Some people don't have time, some people just don't want to do it. And I need people to do it because if I'm fucking live 24 hours a day, I need somebody to fucking put up the clips, bro. Especially considering we anticipate that shit getting 1 million fucking impressions day one. If DK did like 600k altogether, Pokemon's getting over 1 million for me. So no, I think Sebi's too busy. And so if anybody else knows anybody else, and so I need them pumping out clips, especially day one when I'm playing the game and nobody else is. People will be playing, but like nobody of note, it'll just be me. And so I need that shit running. I need the factory running. And we got some new clippers. We got a ton of clippers in here now. The Yote shit really saved me, bro. Because if motherfuckers were not clipping during Yote, I don't know that I haven't have anything. Try to be more active as much as possible to get the rest before stream. Yeah, I just need people to clip, and I also need not just funny shit for Mons. I need people locked in on big events, like major battles, major finds, major. And they don't have to be good clips, but as long as, because that's just technically it's like essentially a timestamp. So when my editor does come in, they don't have to scrub the VOD. They can just go through the clips, go, okay, I need more context for this clip. This is like a story clip. And so I'll just go to the VOD and highlight this part. Just so they know. It's essentially like just timestamping where my editor would need to come in and chop this up. Because the last thing that I want to do is ask somebody for like summarizing. Yeah, the last thing I want to do is have somebody come in and watch 100 hours of me playing a fucking, like, 1, they're gonna hate that. 2, is gonna take forever. 3, they're not even gonna get the best clips because they don't want to watch it. They're gonna end up skipping shit or like trying to fast forward, trying to get through it. And so the end product is gonna be lesser than it would need to be. So yeah, for story and shit, you know, retail workers, like, I'm not doing that. I'm not working a job. It's not happening. Well, I guess I'm certainly not, nobody's employed. I'm not working for somebody. That's crazy. I've never done that in my life. I just had a conversation the other day. Oh, this is off of Pokemon. We'll get back to it in a second. Where I was doing another speaking engagement for the nonprofit where we were talking about entrepreneurship and helping adults and young adults from the inner city, you know, develop these entrepreneurial skills and how to start their own business and so on and so forth. And then we had other speakers and we were doing these things. But I got asked a question. In my response was that no, I've never. They asked me like what I did coming out of college, and I said I I've never had a job. Literally never in my life had a fucking job. And boy, did that lead to some interesting conversations with these people. Says, when do you talk about your personal life? Well, it's not really. This has to do with this is a funny anecdote. The last thing I am is a fucking bum. The last thing I am was a bum. No way to Joanne, he did. Who got tuberculosis to be with Zach and Cody that I saw on the front of the line? Is that what I said? Can you drive me around this week? Still suspended? No, bro. You should be off the road. You're not scared, bro. I'm not a fucking streamer. As much as you guys would love for me to be one. Streaming is not a job. It's one of those things, though, that it absolutely can be difficult. But it's only as difficult as you make it. And here's the thing, right? Here's the cough bet. Here's the Robitussin. If it's difficult, right? It's probably not for you. It's probably not for you, bro. This shit probably not, you're probably not cut out for this shit. Like, you're probably not good enough. I'm sorry. But if making content is difficult, you're probably not that good, bro. You probably don't need to be doing this. I'm sorry to say. That's different than the grind. It's different than grinding. I forgot I was in that Victorious episode. I got 3 cables that I don't know where to plug in, high key, for install a new PSU with new fans. And okay, so what if you don't need them? You need the 24-pin motherboard, depending on your graphics card. You either need your PCIe's or whatever that new shit is called. But I think they were plugged in. Well, did your shit turn on? Why'd they dig down Malamar? First of all, don't say that. Secondly, I had to make it frail. They had to. It was always gonna be frail. I didn't cuss out Gordon Ramsay, but that was not me on that episode. I would have never said that shit to Gordon, bro. What I would have said would have been way worse, because I wouldn't have gotten bitched like that, first and foremost. Secondly, I wouldn't have walked back and then tripped over a fucking stair, bro. I mean, this shit's running fine. Yeah, I mean, are all your fans working? CPU, 24-pin motherboard, graphics card. As long as you at least have that, your shit will show the clip. Show the clip of what? If that was your relative, though, I believe. I don't think so. But by the way, speaking of, Min sent me a picture the other day of somebody she thought looked like me. Literally could not look anything less like me. Was one of the most chopped individuals I've ever seen in my life. I can't show that picture because it's a private picture, I think, from some gathering they were at. And boy, did he look nothing like me. And I'm like, I get it. I absolutely, I get what people are saying, bro. Like, we don't all look alike. And she was like, he's Sicilian too. And I'm like, well, fuck, bro. That was not me, bro. I'm gonna go back. Let me look at the picture right now. Hey, let me scroll up, bro. Like, you could not describe a man who looked less like me. You could not describe a white man that looked less like me. Like Benny Blanco chopper, not bad. Like, if Benny lost 60 pounds, was a foot taller, yeah, bro, like a total dork. But like, I don't want to shame that guy. It's not his fault. But she said she was showing people pictures of me to say, doesn't he look like this guy? And they were saying, yeah, but I feel like they were like, I'm sure they were just trying to be nice. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, if I'm that chopped, it's over. Like, you guys could literally never say anything to me. Is the white man template? Well, they're certainly not doing my template justice with the white men they've been creating these days. The white men they've been releasing, coming off the assembly line these days, quality control, down the drain. Down the drain. It's like a fucking, yeah, Yakub Labs, fucking slacking, bro. They're fucking slacking. It's like they made me, right? And then they couldn't actually use me as the template, so they had to make a copy of me, and then they copied off that copy, and it's like Telephone, where they've gone so far. What about me, Snark? I'm not, like, if that's you in the emote, I'm not doing that, bro. I'm not doing that, bro. I'm not observing you in your natural form. Who the fuck is that? I think that's Kyle England, bro. Come on, bro, spot me. I have no intention of perceiving you. I don't know, you all look the same. Yeah, I get it. The way you guys talk about me, I can understand. This is what you think about. And that guy had nowhere near the hair that I have. Wait, speaking of diving, right? Speaking of the dive music, bro, diving in Gen 10, when I'm exploring these procedurally generated islands that are unique to my game, with some sort of dive remix going, huge, bro. Huge. I'm too tapped in to the Gen 10 exploration. That in the I mean, overall the setting though, I think will lend itself pretty well to that experience, I think. This is Lily Cove? It sure is Lily Cove. But I mean, diving didn't exist before this game. What do you mean it's lost media? Nobody's looking for Kyle England picture. Happened long enough ago that they might scrap a lot of ideas. Well, see, that's the thing. Most of that shit is not, you're never seeing, bro. Most of that shit you're never seeing. Sparkle Steve from Hard Gold on there? Maybe. Maybe I'd have to check. I don't feel like scrubbing the fucking... Kyle might have stands. I guess that's true. He's got emotes. He might have stands. He might have stands. However, right? However, of other... I guess it's possible. Arkansas is not a big place. You don't know how to move? It's very remote. That's... I don't know if that shit is traveling. Yeah, it's still there. I'm just thinking of all the other white men I've seen in Asian women's chats. And some of them did have motion. They weren't utilizing it properly. Like, there was a lot, like, they weren't capturing all the energy. They were expelling a lot. And it certainly wasn't a very efficient process. So I don't necessarily know how Kyle's moving in that regard. Maybe he's just, maybe he has low motion, but like a high level of efficiency. Maybe we're talking fusion instead of fission here. It's possible. Bro said Arkansas. He did, bro. Are we min-maxing motion right now? We're postulating some things. We're postulating. What I will say though is I would assume, right? I guess it makes sense. I mean, they're still keeping 4 years, which is big. 4 years between the games, like dev cycle. However, it's not time for the postulator. However, I still think they need more games. Their current model is fine. To go main game, DLC, that's 2 years. Legends, and then new main game. I think that's okay. But they need more side shit. I guess Pokeopia though? That might change the game. Pokeopia? That shit might set it off. Maybe I spoke too soon. Bro, give me Conquest 2, bro. Reskin another fucking reskin Final Fantasy Tactics. Reskin another tactical RPG. Do that for me now. Of those games, I think the most interesting, I think for sure, is Gen 10. of all of them, like even the 4-region MMO, that's interesting, but I don't think it's as interesting as the procedurally generated islands. It'd be interesting to see how much is handcrafted, how much is deliberate. No, it's not Greece, it's Southeast Asia, Singapore, Indonesia, so on and so forth. That island chain, archipelago. So, Hogwarts. Yeah, I'm done with Europe. And except they're taking me fucking back to Galore, bro. I don't want to go back to Galore. I do not want to go back, bro. Game I'm the least interested in is that shit. Though I did see that fucking Slow King. I did see that Galarian Slow King. But Galar in the past is probably not as bad. It's just Dynamax that sucks, and Sword and Shield the game sucks. Sword and Shield the game? Ass. A region based around England, conceptually not that bad. Yeah, the slow cook, bro? Right, calling the Dynamaxes to Megas, please, bro, but they can't do that. It's too late. It's too late. Yeah, that's... It's just unfortunate. I mean, look, the Megas were never gonna come back. It's just beautiful that we get to, you know, revisit them again and get some new ones. I got excited you said Slow King, but I heard Slacking. Oh, hell no, bro. No, they're not doing shit with Slacking. They forgot about that creature. They have completely forgotten about that thing. Knights and Kings, whatever. Yeah. What did I think? I think that's gonna be the time and place. Well, when did the original Dynamax... I don't know when the fucking original Dynamax... I don't think that's what this is, because it was thousands and thousands of years ago, but maybe. But you're tasked with quelling these beasts of great proportion as they rampage, and you're doing this 30 Pokemon deep for some reason. Which I don't know that I like. That I'm 30 Pokemon deep fighting a big-ass Colossal. But also, right? But also... I don't know that they even have enough teams for me to believe this. Like, obviously it's real in its conception, but I don't know how real it is. Because when did they do that? Like, when did they have time to do that? In the last year, when they were working on DLC and optimizing this, and so you just split Team B into fucking B1 and B2? Yeah, 30 mons on the fucking screen, bro. For fucking $10 million Pokemon Japan made by 3 people? Yeah, bro. Is that Parashare the whole game? Yeah. For ZA? Yeah. Turn-based with them saying you go straight to the boss, right? No, of course it can be turn-based still. But wouldn't it still be turn-based? If you could go straight to the boss. It's just not linear. And they said as much. They said there's a ton of different things that you can do. Just saw a tweet that's tragic. I don't mind that. There's tons of games that take place in one city. As long as there's enough content, I don't care. It'd be nice to see diversity, but that's not the type of game this is. And so you can tell different stories and explore different locations. Yeah, I don't think they have enough teams like that. I don't know how much like the images we saw were. I mean, they're so old relative to like when we're seeing them. Like a couple years, so much changes. But I don't know that game has even been worked on. Like if you're pulling shit from like a year ago, and this was probably a year before that, like all of this could be scrapped and changed. Unless you go into the No Games Plus at 18, never sign up for do not sign up anywhere for don't do that. Don't do that, but also, like, if you're really about this shit, it's time to really organize. Where are the community efforts to support people? game's probably 75% that. Sure, but if the shit that we're pulling from is 2-3 years old, I mean, that shit could not even be remotely the same. As you've seen from the shit that they had from this game, and so they had a completely different ride system in this game. So looks very extremely different. Well, it certainly looks different. It's not gonna. I think that game will look better. Like versus like ZA looking worse in its like pre-production. Like, I think Gen 10 will likely end up looking better. Not from that picture that you guys saw, like that picture. You could not have done that shit anyway. That picture that people are keep posting of like all the foliage in that jungle, it's not gonna look that good. But it won't look as bad as it's looked in the videos. Obviously, because those are just technical demonstrations. I mean, your clan in the Pokemon MMO, you're saying this like I'm still gonna be here. Okay? Between all 3 platforms I'm live on right now, like 180 people maybe. My goose cooked. Yeah, it'll look way better than it looks in that on Dozo shit. Pokemon standards, well, I mean, those aren't running on hardware, like the actual hardware, so it's hit or miss. This is the Snark I know though. Yeah, but isn't it don't you long for the Snark that you don't know? Don't you long for the fabled one, the one that you've only heard stories about? This is a good theme. What's really fucked up, bro, is the amount of hair that I have, really, truly. First of all, that was a good clip, bro. I should have uploaded that, but I can't. Because my fucking editing software is completely smoked. I long for the Snark that's actually silly. First of all, nobody knows silly like me, okay? Any silly that anybody else has been borrowed from me. The Snark I don't know knows Yokai 2 washes any Pokemon that isn't Pokken. It's fucking, you could maybe have had an argument until you said Pokken, but also I played that silly watch game and it was ass. Hey, thanks for liking the live. Don't reply to that person. Which person? Well, the thing is, I need my fucking software to be fixed, bro. And I need to get a new chair. I'm gonna go see. Maybe I get a new chair today. Go to the Herman Miller store. Get a new one. It's just run its course, bro. It's just run its course. Yokai Watch, bro. I played that shit in 2018 on stream. Chat loved it, bro. They really did. Make sure you get your snake up done. Get the fuck away from me, please. Anyway, I mean, to me, it makes sense that Gen 10 would be the most exciting. 8 years prior, I guess in the last 3-4 years since Arceus dropped, I think most people would be more excited for the Legends game, especially considering how different this one is. And that's one of the things that make me believe that Galar shit is probably way different now than it is in what we're seeing, because it seems like a regression in the battle system and just, I mean, conceptually what they've shared about it seems more in line with Arceus and the scrapped Johto one. So I think it's likely much different than what we're seeing. Lock in Caleb Williams. Who you calling ass, bro? Who you calling ass? It's interesting. I will say too, though, they do need to came out during the Beijing Winter Olympics in 2022, so I don't remember much about it. So I'm going into CA blind. What do you mean? What do you mean? How did that have an effect on your memory of the game unless you didn't play it? Like Xenoblade Chronicles X. Which is, I mean, that's... I don't know that they're gonna continue to do. I don't know what, as far as the gameplay is concerned, if they are going to continue to. My original stance when Arceus came out was they were always going to change the formula, and just the one thing they were going to keep consistent was that it was an ARPG. I just said it was the best open world game. I'm not going to comment. I'm not going to comment. I know there are great things about it. However, the way I don't know that I've ever seen these Thanksgiving leftovers are bust. Why you say that every time, bro? That shit could not be healthy, bro. That shit could not be healthy. Unless you're Canadian. Then maybe it's not so bad. Maybe that shit just happened. I don't know when the fuck Canadian Thanksgiving is, but it's around this time. Matter of fact, fuck Christopher Columbus and fuck the Pilgrims. That's on Tisquantum in them. Today, bro? Well, there you go. There you go. Too many fucking Canadians in here. You guys made me so uncomfortable just now to learn how many of you were Canadian. That was crazy. That was insane. Yeah, you guys don't count. Subhumans. What was I talking about? Bro, Justin Trudeau is fucking He's fucking on Katy Perry. Why is Justin Trudeau fucking on Katy Perry? That's insane. He can do so much better. Is the A battle system similar to Xenoblade? It's pretty similar to Xenoblade. I think here's why thank you for reminding me what I was talking about. When Arceus came out, right? I didn't necessarily enjoy the hybrid battle system that much. Not because I didn't like the strong or the weak style or the turn-based elements of it. I did. I actually thought those were better than the action elements because why am I throwing bombs? Like, why am I fighting the boss and not the Pokemon? I'm playing a Pokemon game. I want the Pokemon to fight the boss. And so I think this is a great iteration on that. And I think any further refinement is probably positive. But when that game came out, I said the only constant that they were going to have was that it was going to be an ARPG. And so I wasn't surprised that the battle system changed. But I think they're confident enough in this battle system to continue it moving forward. And the reason I say that is because I don't believe they would have locked the fucking Kalos Megas behind this multiplayer if they didn't want people to play the multiplayer because they were confident in the multiplayer, which means they're confident in the battle system. Now it's probably ass, right? Under online. But, which reminds me, I need to nerf my setup because, or maybe I can go tomorrow to get it. I need a splitter that fucking does over a gig. A network switch that'll do over a gig. Because the only reason I haven't wired my Switch 2 is because I don't want to use the network switches I have, which are only 1 gig, and nerf my PC because I have over a gig internet, obviously. I'm not going to tell you how much I have. I'm not going to flex on you like that. I have walked around a little bit in the game. In my review copy, on my review copy, I have walked around a little bit. Flex on me, goat. You guys remember that tweet? You guys didn't, because you guys didn't fucking see it and you didn't like it, bro. But that's maybe when I was super limited. When I said, fucking Snarks, the entirety of Snark streams are just people going, fucking, fuck that hoe for me, Snark, and there are no hoes. Like, this entire stream can be summarized, in just that one phrase. In just saying, fuck that hoe for me, Snark, and then there are no hoes. That's the entire Snark stream. Just have the implication that your speeds are massive, so just go all in. No, because I need that level of mystery. Anyway, so I'm just gonna use one of the. I saw him like that, dude. You're so real for that. I'm just gonna use one of my gig network switches, like worst come to worst. It's not gonna hurt the stream. A gig is plenty for the fucking run a stream, bro. At this measly bit rate that they got me running at, bro, like fucking 10K. Just because if I do online, like that shit I need to be wired for that. I can't, I'm not running around with laggy ass mons. Lagging the fucking, the game, bro. I'm not doing that. Please fuck my sisters. There's no, that guy did want me to fuck his sisters, bro. Both of them. That didn't make any sense. And bring abilities into Legends because I feel like it isn't crazy to implement. If this was just Arceus, if you had asked me this in Arceus, I would have said it's possible. It's possible. I don't know why they wouldn't do it. In this current battle system, no. Hell no. I think there's too much. When you've already, now it's still possible, especially when you consider like sub 300 Pokemon are in the game. And so by the time the DLC comes out, maybe 300, 350, right? And so you certainly could find a way for the abilities to work in the same way that they've changed. Well, Stealth Rocks works differently now. You're not putting rocks up on the opponent's side of the field, you're putting them up around you. And so you've created a hazard for them to hit instead of like somebody switching in, so on and so forth. And so they've swapped moves, and they've done, seemingly, from what we can tell, like for mons that would have huge power, like in these megas, like for Mawile, for instance, that they boosted their stat instead of giving them that benefit. As a sort of like remediation. Yeah, that guy did say I had bitch. What does that mean that I had bitch? Why did he do it? It's just the one singular one, and if I did, why would she be a bitch? That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. Why would she be a bitch? If I had her, then why would I want? Why would I want that? Motherfuckers are talking about the Switch 3 release coming out with the Unova remakes. That shit is not dropping, bro. Bitch reveal? W hiccups? Who has hiccups? I don't have hiccups. This is why you say huzzes or hoes. You shouldn't be speaking on women. You especially should never speak on women ever again. That's what I feel. That's what I feel and that's what I think. Yeah, bro, like that's insane. Someone dropped a clip. Dropped the clip of what? Dropped the clip of what exactly? Anyway, look, the plan is to be live at 4 a.m. Pacific on Wednesday. 4 a.m. in Pacific on Wednesday with Mons. You're either here or you're not. But I need the people who are here to lock the fuck in. And then 4 a.m. is wicked. I mean, that's when I'll have the. That's when I'm allowed to stream the game. That's when I'm allowed. Hey, I'm back from catching up on the Pokemon leaks. What do you want to talk about? Fat and Burly. Where did you get your game from? And for about 4 or 5 and I got you for the day, Chief. That's what's up. 10 p.m. That is not good enough, bro. I'm gonna need some new mods in there. With my my soul one gone, I'm gonna need some new ones in here. Not you, shit. Not you, Dark. Hell no. Maybe pre-name change? Chid me up, bro. Grown ass man talking about some chid me up, bro. As you go live, so I'll be sitting there in bed. I'm here always. First of all, you're fucking never here. Bro said mid me up. Mid me up, bro. You know what to do? I don't think I can, Kyle. I don't think I can. Take that fucking Duolingo bird off your fucking name. Perfect time for me, bro. Late night for me. For you, early stream. That's interesting. That's interesting. You made a case. You made a compelling case. It'll be decided day of. Procedural C Pokemon thing for the new gen sounds rich, but I just can't put my faith in Game Freak to do it justice. What is it because you also saw that they get fucking pennies to make these games with? But it matches, bro. Chill on my bird. It matches what? Your I don't know if it's the same color. I don't think it's the same color. I don't know that it matches. Yeah, I don't hate the big total though. Does he have 2 green badges? Well, he's only got the 1. But yeah, I feel like it matches him. Actually, somewhere between you guys. These losers, man. It's okay, bro. It's okay. Some people aren't gonna fuck with it. They just want to see cool shit, bro. They don't want to see silly shit. They don't appreciate the silly shit like we do. Just don't like his mega form? No, I hear you, but like I just don't understand Mega Starmie making it physical. I promise you, it got intelligent enough to understand itself and its place in the world, and it got upset that it wasn't a human, so it grew legs to try to be a human and started hitting shit. Like humans do. I promise you. Which is why it's kind of funny, bro. Mega Scar could have been cool. Yeah, Mega Scar is ugly. But at least it's gold. Why did I get hit by lightning twice while trying to get a free wolf? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. What are you saying to me? None of those cables go, there's really nothing for me to plug them into. They were probably just tied up. If they were not plugged in, you don't have that many plugs. You do not have that many things to plug in to on your motherboard. I was freeing a wolf and you got struck by lightning. That's pretty fucking funny. The only time I was struck by lightning in that game was next to that bamboo stand. And it was just because there was a bunch of weapons there. They're from my CPU cooler. Mega Pyro Orly. I'm not using that. That's the worst mega that they dropped, bro. They look important? What do you mean? I don't understand. You would know. You would know what the fuck they went to. Immediately. They completely killed Malibu. Yeah, but the design is cool. The design is cool. It's okay that it has no type of defenses. No contrary, no super. You just don't know, bro. You just don't know. You just don't know until you play the shit, bro. It was even worse. I guess Ray Ross says more leads to the snake. I called it a day. I was hoping they make it more for extravagance. It's one of the least like stars. I agree. I agree. I don't really like it. They should have done more to it. More flowers. More pretty. And or even seeing them when I installed the cooler. But you don't. Like, where the fuck would they even plug into on the cooler, bro? You just, the cooler plugs into the motherboard. It's like, what? Very rarely do you need to plug in. If you do, it's like a PCIe that you would plug into that to power it. But you don't. The Krakens, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. You plug them into the fucking motherboard. It would. No, the Feraligatr doesn't close his mouth even while it only closes it while when it attacks. Which I think is insane. I think it should be closed up. And then when it attacks, it opens up. That's the whole point. It's like trying to fool you into thinking it's cute and safe and docile. My girl says she's choosing Chikorita for our playthrough. Our girl is not choosing Chikorita for our playthrough, bro. Had a bear moment like you got rolled up to a bamboo site. Totally being charged 3 fucking minutes. That's so fucking funny, bro. The Yote comments are fucking hilarious, bro. There's CPU, one goes to CPU fans, and I got these 3 shits that are just there. Fucking duh. Okay. Jesus Christ, bro. Jesus Christ. Are the fans spinning? Oh, I'll let her know. There you go, bro. I know you. No, it's okay. It's okay. The Yote comments were very funny, bro. People were in the Yote comments talking about this game is harder on lethal than any Souls game. Like, Bro, that shit is not that hard, bro. I'm like, that shit is not that hard, bro. That's why I'm confused. Typically, right, Kyle, England, those would likely go into a controller of sorts for your RGB. If you had 3 left over, they would likely go into a controller, USB controller, a hub of sorts, somewhere else. That would be the only thing I could think of where you have an extra fucking cable, but the shit's still working. And maybe you have memory. You can save your settings to the hardware so you don't need the controller. That's why they're lighting up. I'm one of 7 Chicken Arena fans. I gotta pick them. I mean, you can do what you gotta do. I'm a normal still just get hit by a fireball. I don't know that lethal is that hard. I know in the original game, I think I saw people say that hard was harder than lethal because of the damage output. However, I'm fairly certain that it doesn't matter for boss battles, right? As far as lethal is concerned, like, and I would much rather play the game on lethal where the boss battles are harder than they are on any other difficulty. But the rest of the game maybe is slightly easier because you can kill people faster. I'd much rather do that. I don't want to do crowd control for 10 extra minutes because I do less damage. I'd rather just play that shit on lethal, do more damage, and the boss battles, that's the shit that actually matters as far as mechanically, how good you can be at the game. That's what matters to me. Said having used his leg was pretty funny to look at. Sorry, man. It's how you rationalize it, like as a concept. Like I really do think it wanted to be a human. I'm lethal when I get hard. Get the fuck away from me. But also, it was a bunch of people like anti-woke in the comments. I thought it was fucking hilarious, bro. Like these people are. And then I would just reply like, "You're a silly little dude, bro. You're a funny little fella." And they'd have no response. But when somebody else would reply like, "Fuck you, buddy, you're a fucking tough guy," they'd get upset. I don't think they knew how to respond to the shit that I was saying to them. I don't think they knew. It was fucking funny though. People scared of a skirt. People are scared of anything. People are, once again, people are so insecure that they're terrified of anything. They just want to feel validated. They just want to feel safe. They're victims. It's unfortunate. But it's hard to feel bad for them. Heard none of that thanks to the ass. I'm just playing on normal because I want to explore and not die in 2 hits. Fuck, bro. I just explained an incredible amount of shit. And first of all, it's not my fucking fault, okay? Blame Twitch.television. First and foremost. Secondly, get your ad blocker. Got 30. Yeah, but that's not. If you search my clips from like most popular, I don't know if that's even in the top 10. Maybe not even the top 20. Nah, probably top 20. Maybe it is top 10. But still not good enough. The good news is they have been scaling up slightly again. Like viewership wise, they've been scaling up slightly. So that's not that bad. You still belong on a podcast or that podcast? First of all, I'm not ever going back on that shit. Untagged Mega Barbarical. I'm a sucker for the multi-arm booty imagery. I don't know what it's actually called, but it's so cool. The Mega Barbarical is the fucking what is that? Umasume all top 10. That's disgusting. That Umasume has all of my fucking top 10 clips on YouTube at least. On TikTok, that's not the case. I'm pretty sure it's mostly Pokemon and Mario Kart. But I'm not pinning all the ones with the most views. I'm not one of those people. I just pin the ones that are topical. Probably is Mike and White catching on all forms. Look, if we save this content somehow, some way, then Mikey and I will start the not to speak for him, but we'll run that. Let me kick it to you like that was good bits out of me. play a video game if you participate into the abstract? Probably not, to be honest. Because I don't play video games unless I'm live. That was the whole reason I started, like, even being around, was because I needed people to play games with, because I haven't played games, and I play games with them, and then they fucking, them and their communities, you, asked me to go live. So then I eventually went live, and that's how we got here. So probably not, to be honest. Just what we need, another white guy. So I said, that's what I told Mikey, bro. But we got to do it together. Mikey and his Dominican experiences. Look, Mikey has a wife now, okay? He's no longer being abused by Dominican women. It's really beautiful. But Snark is the white guy. I don't know that that's true. Otherwise, we wouldn't have these problems with the content that we have. If that was true, we wouldn't have the problems that we have now. However, right? I'm probably the most unrelatable. Hasn't even married for a while. Yeah. I'm the most unrelatable white person that's ever existed. 100%, bro. But there's also, it ended up being somewhat to our benefit. Because then the community ended up not being nothing but white people. I will say, right? I try to be realistic, perhaps even humble, right? I still really genuinely believe, right? That the best Snark clips, I won't say, look, I'll even say this. I will say clip for clip. I'll say clip for clip. There's not a white person touching me on the internet. Not dick for dick, bro. Not. Watch out. Watch out, Swirls Live. We need to get you locked in, bro. We need to get you locked in, Swirls. There's one and he's bald. I'm explicitly referencing that person when I'm saying this. Because I've been watching some clips lately. They show up occasionally, and I do like market research. And I click, because he's got some fucking bangers, right? Really does. Haven't been doing it, bro. Haven't been doing it. You're a kid, bro. You're a kid. Who the fuck would ever be talking about that person, shit? We're talking about one of your people. They filtered me for that one. What did you say about bald people? Yeah, I'm not firing shots, though. I'm just saying, clip for clip, there's not a white boy doing it for me. So Pokemon stream Thursday, right? Wednesday at 4 a.m. Pacific. So in like 30 hours, I'll be live. I know you've seen the Valorant trailers. You might need less utility. It is, but see, that's the thing. It's not less utility. It's less usable utility. Like, it's less information. And I think that might make it worse. I think that might make it worse. But I have to see. I'm all for less utility dominating, but I don't know that I'm for less information, because then it's more of a nuisance, this utility, than it is about sort of enhancing the gameplay. But we'll see. I did see that shit. Do you adjust your sleep around? I don't sleep anyway, so I did. It ends up just working out for me, but I can do anything. Pros really seem to be liking the changes. Oh, have they played on it yet? Have they played on the version yet? Or are they just saying we like it conceptually prior to? All I heard is we're back. No, bro. 14 months though. Stupid judge streak, bro. Who's got the longest streak in here? Who do you think has the longest streak in here? I mean, we'll see. They need to do something for that fucking game. Saying they're really liking it. I love the idea of the game being less utility dominant, mostly because it reached a point where it actively did take away from the gameplay experience, where like, why would I not just play retake? You know what I mean? Like, why would I not? I'm gonna have you util dump, and then I'm gonna util dump to take back the site. Scared Darius? Has been a minute. That guy does have a Snark tattoo. So we'll see. But yeah, I'll be live with Pokemon 4 a.m. Pacific on Wednesday. When it releases for me in this specific time zone I'm in. On the moon. You really do die about this, Snark. You really live and die by this. Okay, don't do that. I just swing everything. That's what you need to do. That's what you need to do, bro. Especially down in bronze where you're at. Am I the highest streak that's not a mod sub-wise? Let me see. I can't tell how long you've been subbed. Bro, my bad, bro. I was making a joke. Bow, bow, oh no. My bad, gang. You know what I do? 58 months.
Guy on the planet.
58 months, and that guy might not even be top 10. 79 months on B, probably. How you keep those efficacy alive on the move? First of all, that's not what they are. This guy came really dropping. He really dropping his clips and DMs, bro. He said roar, but hell, and what is that? Map blocker. That's some shaft shit, bro. Nah, I'm out. I'm sorry. He got like a cat roaring at the sky. Never subbed once. That's cat, bro. You have been subbed. I'm sorry to say you have been subbed at some point, bro. The alarm has been set. You're setting an alarm for that? Is legally promised? I'm not gonna lie. They're genuinely they're giving comments in Pokemon terms. I mean, maybe a lot of this stuff is. I mean, there's so much time for it to be changed. So we'll see. With their gifts, yeah. Which, speaking of, how do we feel about that? For starter, my opinion, I'm still gonna go toe-to-toe. It just makes more sense for my my team that I anticipate going with. My preliminary team. Thought you wanted Tepig? No, I was always gonna pick Totodile. But I was telling people that Tepig was the sleeper. Phil, about what was I talking about prior? Oh. So the one thing I haven't done, content-wise, is because I don't fucking care about the money and I'm not asking for fucking subs. I run the 35% discount on Wednesday for subs, for gifted subs, right? Means you get 35% off gifted subs. The thought process is, right, that if I'm playing the game, right? Well, originally the idea was that I was gonna stream for 24 hours anyway. And I'm not doing a fucking subathon. I as much as we're trying to save the content shit, I'm not doing that. But I was gonna say for every fucking 100, right, I got, it would be another month added to the life cycle of the stream. But the reason I'm saying this is because my thought process is as follows. I go live with the game, right? For the most part, I'm the only person live, right? That early. Most people won't play the game for another 16 hours after I've started playing it, right? People who get gifted get a notification, they see it, they get no ads, right? They get no ads. They see the stream. I'm ahead of everybody else. And so, because I'm ahead of everybody else, and
Snark
because they get no ads,
guy on the planet.
they're more likely to stay here than they are anywhere else. And I've said 38 months. Get real, buddy. And I said that is one thing that I haven't done in any point in time during this 6 months or whatever it's been. And there are a multitude of reasons for that. If a new game drops, right, that you're interested in, but none of your favorite people are live yet, and so you click in just to see, where are you gonna stay? You're gonna stay the place where you have no ads and the place where that person is the furthest. Likely because you can fill in the blanks. You can extrapolate what might have happened before because you have context. You have what you're seeing now, but you don't know what's gonna happen in the future. So you got like, what, a 6-hour head start? No, it's like 16 hours. It's like 60, it might even be more. 18? 20, I think, maybe. Depends on, you know, where people are at in the world. Which you also be competing with the real Poke Freaks though, but that's where the differentiator comes in. If they have no ads in here, then even if we're the same place, they're more likely to stay where they don't have ads. And so that gives a greater window into like just developing interest. Like, cause you might click in and something might not be happening, so you click out and go somewhere else, or you get hit with an ad. And so that's the only thing. I think if we really want to try, we can do it. But if with no incentive to, like, with no call to action, as far as like, well, if you get 100, then you add a month, right, to the lifespan of the stream. I think it'd be difficult. 36 months, hot dog. I need to get some new gifts. Look at how different that guy looks in there. He looks fucking chopped. Sound like she's gonna lead to some Norman reporting you for the Nutman bit. I think that's funny though. If like that's the way we go out, if that's the way we go out, it's pretty fucking funny. Flick me off right now. Get the fuck away from me, dude. Get away from me. There's nothing more embarrassing than if I started doing this, right? And say, yeah, make that a gift. We'll do that as a fucking notification, and then nobody clips that shit. Like, new meme pack just dropped. We do need a new dance emote, but I don't feel like doing it. I don't feel like doing any of this shit. Maybe that's one of the fucking goals. New meme pack just dropped. Nobody's using that shit, bro. The Snark was a huge addition. Honestly, middle finger is middle school as fuck. Have not flipped something. Yeah, who the fuck is doing that? I do it to the stream because it's funny. But who the fuck is doing this in real life? I will say the fucking Italians that hit him with one of these, it's crazy. Crazy, because you really gotta feel that shit. That's Fitru. Bring back the YouTube lag? No, bro. I'm not bringing that shit back. Wait, is anybody, can I ask a question to the YouTube chat? Are any of you watching in vertical? Fucking up yours. Was Red one had 53 tabs? We off that shit. That's so fucking funny that it took you close. You know, mean thumbs down. Thumbs down is so fucking funny, bro. We should start thumbsing down more. Don't ask the tubies that. Well, I need to. Yeah, I am. I'm interested when I play a game. Actually, what if I reacted to something? What if I like swap to scene? Because I'm curious to see what it does when the scene swap. Does it just only include the center of my screen? This PUBG 1440p, I can barely tell what I'm looking at. See? I'm curious to see what it does when I swap scenes. And like there's also the camera, and then my forehead grows a few centimeters. I don't think so. And the hairline has not regressed. Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord. But my hair is too fucking long, bro. It's too long. Let me see. What a song. What a fucking song. This is the best thing that was in that game. Watching on vertical, but it's Twitch chat. It's on Twitch into the chat, so it ain't long. What the fuck? Okay, Twitch shouldn't be in vertical. Twitch shouldn't be in vertical right now, but if it is, that's kind of funny. That's interesting. Twitch shouldn't be in vertical right now. It should not be in vertical right now, but if it is, that's good news. If it is good news, but it shouldn't be. Okay. Let me swap. I've been missing, didn't want to get spoiled of Ghost yet. That's okay. That's okay. I feel like most people didn't. Are you gonna get spoiled on Pokemon? When I'm live 4 AM on Wednesday? Watch that. Don't swivel your monitor. An asteroid keeping you sturdy. That's not me, bro. I'm not blocking my DHT with finasteride. Let's see. Yeah, I'll just swap scenes and see what the YouTube is. I'm curious to see what it does. I'm skipping this game. I'm good. Okay, I bet. Which means you'll be able to watch. Don't. Okay. Let me transition. Right. Let me get on HRT. 6 a.m. Central Wednesday. Yeah. High key might be there. High key. Who's gonna be there? Show of hands. Let's go. Hollow. Hollow will be there. Ten to 4 each day and day. I'm sorry, but I wish you let them on for myself. Damn. I'll be on the side monitor at work, bro. Oh God, I will be huge. All right, I'm curious to see. YouTube Vert Watcher, let me know. I have to be there. I fear. Did you not get the game logs? Or are you not gonna get it? Or are you just doing it for posterity so you gotta be there, bro? Because that's where you started. Because that's where it all started. You gotta be there. All right, what's the YouTube Vert looking like? Did it swap? Foz will get me through a lot of hard work. People love the Atlas. What time? At 4 a.m. Wednesday. Second option, of course, I got the game. Shit. I mean, your goal will probably be live at some point. What do you see in Vert Watcher? What are you seeing? Take my frustrations out on retail on the Yote? Wearing PST is still early EST. Funny enough, I know. 7 a.m. People aren't up at 7 a.m. That's okay, though. It's just... I mean, I'm playing when I have access to it, so... Haven't watched him like 3 years. Really? That's interesting. He's had some of his best moments since you'd be gone. What time code are you in again? PST. These tunes so peak right now. Have you guys heard the music for ZA though? I don't think it tops Arceus. Not Arceus. Fucking me neither, bro. Me neither. Not yet. Some good tunes in there, fam. Some good tunes. Is that mobile only? Yeah, I think so. I think so. Should be good. I missed that game. All these games suck. They're my coffee. That's the problem, bro. Nothing's open at fucking... I mean, things are open. But my breakfast spots are not open at 4 a.m. and I'm fucking still out of matcha. And the matcha won't be there. It won't be here until that day. It's not getting delivered until that day. It means I won't have my fucking matcha, bro. And there's no difference. No difference in what do you mean? Like is. Oh. I'm gonna go back. Because there should be. I'm interested in what it looks like when it changes to something on the screen. Yeah, it's like it just chops the center of the screen. No Keurig machine. I don't drink coffee. I have no interest in performative man. First of all, I've been drinking matcha since before you've been alive. Sounds amazing. Like I said before, I have very little faith and give you so many space. That shit is never coming out, bro. The place I bought matcha is sold out. Damn. Damn, my supplier got me though. My supplier got me. There's horizontal. I don't know. There's some weird shit with how YouTube got revamped on my YouTube. I think yeah, maybe with revamps. My thing is, I can scroll. I can scrub the VOD and see. And if I look, I don't like the way. The Vert look. I'm not importing unethical matcha, bro. The matcha is perfectly ethical. It's perfectly ethical. It's just my people are tapped in, bro. My people are tapped in. Yeah, it's just that the Vert is live in the shorts tab. However, right? I don't like. I'm gonna just keep it because why not? I wish I could see it though. I wish I could see it or maybe toggle vert or not. You know, where does it come from? Who's making it? Well, that's exactly, I know exactly who's making it, where it came from, which farm, which family worked on it. I know all of that. You can bet your sweet Bippy that I know that it's ethical. Matter of fact, show me your Bippy right now. Put your Bippy on the table. Put your Bippy on the table and let me see. Put it on the line. Put your Bippy on the line. Put your Bippy on the table. But is it halal? Of course it is. Of course it is. His Bippy. His Bippy. Put his Bippy on the line. I'm saving my Bippy for a minute. Well, nobody wants your Bippy. Get real, buddy. Nobody's asking for your Bippy. Are you fucking crazy? Guy thinks we want to see his Bippy. What the fuck? You just sent me a peanut? I hate TikTok, bro. What the fuck? Did you just send me a peanut of sorts? What is that about? Guy just sent me like a half-eaten peanut or something. Yo, what I will say, the new Clipper, the new Clip Man on this Neighborhood Watch channel, he kind of doing his thing, bro. He kind of doing his thing. He's making me look so good at video games. It's crazy. I don't know if you guys have seen the new Clipper from one of the new fan channels that have popped up. Can somebody link the channel to the fucking Neighborhood Watch on YouTube and TikTok? that motherfucker makes me look good at games, bro. He makes it look like shit is really happening here, bro. Like I'm really cold as fuck in this stream and shit, bro. It's actually funny as fuck. It's actually probably getting so upset I thought it was you, bro. I'm not faking the funk, bro. That's not me. But he does make me look incredible at video games. Close enough. Welcome. I mean, honestly, he's already uploaded more than Snark Run. Hey, thanks, guys. That's both of the channels. Can I swap now? I can't swap layout, I don't think. And so I wonder how I'd even see it. What if I go to my Shorts tab and scroll? It's interesting. I've never scrolled the Shorts tab ever. And boy, you would think it would be relevant to my actual timeline. It's not. It's not at all. Seeing the clips and then watching an actual stream? Yeah, bro. But I feel like people would say, here's the thing, Logs, when I was playing DK, that shit had like fucking 400,000 people, bro. On TikTok anyway. What do you assume? It's a he? What if they're a she or something? I guess that's true. That's why I said they afterwards. Not to assume anything. But yeah, I think the only thing that's true, likely at this point, is that Gen 10 is procedurally generated. In some capacity. Like, I think the islands, that makes sense that they would do that. It seems central enough to the game that they probably wouldn't change that, given the time frame. The rest of that shit, including the Seedmon, I don't know. And you didn't play the DLC? DLC of fucking what? The DLC of what, bro? Gotta stream Gen 10. If this shit bangs content-wise, but look at where we're at right now. Sounds like Xenoverse stars. It sounds like a sourdough starter. That's what he said. What the fuck is that? What are you... Yote stuff? They've been good. I was talking about... Are you talking about this Neighborhood Watch channel? Yeah. Not even bad, Twin. Come on. Think about it, bro. Think about it. A year ago, company same leaks, double that. Double that. Light work. Easy. Though, to be fair, Joel is live. Discussing these very same leaks. So, look, it's not your guys' fault. It's not the people who are here's fault. Okay, I'm just saying. You keep making me perceive all the time. Well, I don't want you to perceive him at all. You're just supposed to perceive the idea of him. You're supposed to understand the idea of him, that he was cold. He was doing big things. It is my fault. I wasn't good enough. But also, fucking, I need to be clear about this. Fucking chat does not help. When people are telling me that they don't want to chat because they don't like the other people that are chatting, or that people are making them uncomfortable, or this, it's not your guys' fault. What I do, not you. Not you. But the ones who know, they know. Not you, bro. I did that podcast again. Which podcast? I don't even talk to people on the internet anymore, bro. I don't. All of those people I started this shit with, I do not speak to anymore. So, who the fuck am I doing a podcast with, bro? Chip and Penny? Use napkin? I'm still mad. I don't know why, cause buddy, people are bopping around with fucking weirdos, bro, and fucking creeps. And people who should not be around. And people who should not be around, bro, and not doing shit. Motherfuckers got weird cases, bro, yeah. Like I said, bro. Be much easier for me if I could talk about it. But I think it's irresponsible. And I think it does not serve my purpose of protecting people. And so that's where really what it comes down to. Now, old boy didn't do anything. It's not like he did that shit. But I think it's important that people know. I just don't think it's important to speak publicly on it. But trust me, I have let plenty of people know. Mikey Guardians, I'm not, why the fuck would I do that? Why the fuck would I do that? Anyway, I didn't think it was appropriate to talk about, and I think it's irresponsible to talk about. It'd be much easier for me because then I wouldn't have to answer these questions. But, it would not serve my purpose. As far as, what I think is important, and that's protecting people. Yeah, that shit was wild, bro. I don't know what Lowe's for sure. Oh, wait, Lowe's does know. I actually don't know if Lowe's know, but it makes sense that Lowe's would know. For some reason, it never crossed my mind prior that Lowe's would know. Lowe's, can you believe, right? Can you believe, right? The only reason that shit even came to light was because of a catfish. Can you imagine that? It sure always does, doesn't it? Only type of people people can manipulate. Anyway. Anywho. What can you do? Other than what I've already done. Trust me. Well, that's a given. Yeah, and so that's in part why I had to get out of there. Okay, you can't say that, but that shit sounds fire, bro. Kirkram? That shit sounds fire. It just does. That shit sounds horrid. That shit sounds horrid, bro. Unfortunately for all of us, that shit sounds horrid. And I'm inclined to agree. To some level. Are you supposed to? I didn't even see that you said, are we supposed to watch unofficial Snark channels? Yeah, you should. This was all in the methodology where, like, it was part of the reason. What did I miss? I was talking about the reason did I miss the update? Technically, yeah. But no, part of the methodology is to have like community clip channels, which we haven't had in a while. Like we haven't had since like Prime, like a couple years ago. And so the idea was, one, I made my official channel look like a clip channel in its presentation, which is by design. Need some Kirk from Monshadi. That's why you're VIP, bro. That's why you're VIP, bro. That's good bits out of you. That's W bits. That's W slang out of you, bro. That's W verbiage. So that's why we presented my thing as it's like sort of a clip channel, because it's less formal and people are more likely to engage with that type of content for whatever reason. Just feels like less of a commitment. And then we needed other clip channels, so I created the one and had Live run it, which he slacked off on that. But then other clip channels could you know, utilize the shit, and I gave them the okay to do so, and so they did. And that's all for the purpose of populating the hashtag and driving the SEO's value up of like search, like Snark. So it took us a while. First of all, we were getting hoed for the first couple of months back anyway, where you couldn't even Google the name, or you couldn't even search the name on YouTube, and you'd have to go to page number 2. Now it should be page number, it should be the very first thing you see is me. If not, it's like number 2. I hasn't seen that Woody in 2 years, bro. He hasn't seen that Woody in 2 years, bro. That was good. That was do we remember what happened? I rated some woman who I think might have been like Aiden Ross's like ex-girlfriend or something. And no, Prismatic Logos is right there. Logano's right there. Somebody else is a VIP in here too. I have to look at my viewers list. And she had that shit. That was a crazy raid, bro. It was a crazy raid. And they had that. I think she had that as her sub notification. You took back your throne as the first search result on TikTok. That's huge. Did I just get hooed? Yeah, bro. Janked her emote. Nobody janked anybody's. That's not a term that you use. Nobody janked their shit. But yeah, we did jack that shit though. We did jack it. Yeah, Piccolo's a VIP. Plenty of VIPs in here. Too many, to be honest. I'm about to remove all of them. Well, don't say we colonized it. That emo was generational. They weren't getting the use out of it that they needed to. They were not utilizing it in the way that they should have. What the fuck is this lame ass shit? Man, it's off of my screen, bro. It's Twitch dashboard. Let me keep my VIP. You do not have that shit. VIP tournament art? Nah, bro, I'm not. I'm not doing that. However, are we on board with the I mean, do we want to incentivize it? Which emote? The Woody Dap. Do we want to just run the discount and see what that gives on Wednesday instead of, remember the fucking gifted shit I was talking about earlier? Dose Monks Kissing is, well, don't call it a subathon. It's not a subathon, but I mean technically. Mega 7, I can't Mega 7. Twitch will only allow me to do 35% off of subs. It's not really though, because it's not increasing the stream length. Okay, so I can sub for cheap. Well, it only works on gifted, so you just gotta hope that somebody is incentivized to gift on that 35% off. But then we have to say what's the rate? Is it 10 per 10 subs a day added to the stream? Is it 100 a week? Is it 100 a month? Raise the timer? I think so. What's good, 2? I'm 2 again? What happened? I was 1 for a time being. Who's running it up? Who's running up the fucking score? How badly do you want it to work? I want it to work. I just want there to be no excuses. Mickey Van de Ven? Fuck it, bro. I can't compete. That guy's got 8 names. I can't compete with that. I got the 1. And so I just want it to be, you guys can't say, well, you didn't do this. You know what I mean? I need it to not be my fault at the end of it. Is Mon Game gonna be anyway? I'll probably beat it that first day. I'll probably beat it in that first 24 hours. But in the same way, there was a ton of exercise shit for Arceus that prolonged it for 3 days at a similar length of like subsequent 20-hour streams, 15 for a day, you think? The thing is, right? 15 just seems like an ugly ass number. What's gonna be going around catching all the ones? I know that there are about 140 side quests. And I think you need to do them to get the complete Zygarde. But I'm not sure. And so that could be our... There is a goal for catching them all through Mabel. I'm fairly certain. Yeah, we're finding our dad. We're finding father. Extra days and then it'll fizzle out. For 15 a day. Yeah, but for 35 off, I mean, that's not even substantial. It's substantial enough. The more you give, I don't want it to be exorbitant. I just want it to be worth it, and also incentivize participation, just to see if it has an impact. Like I anticipate it might, just in this unique scenario, where it would likely have more of an impact than it would otherwise. Like on just any other day. What's the fucking farm life? No. I mean, just get middle ground for not looking like a beverage up while not being overly easy. It's interesting. What's the haps this time? Well, we were talking about the Pokemon leaks. And I'm talking about the plan for Wednesday when I stream this shit when it's out 4 a.m. So like fucking 30 hours from now. And so we're trying to figure out if I should, because this is the last thing. If Pokemon isn't bang, then I'm out. And so one of the ways that we are thinking, all of us, Formal Usted, is to generate energy and engagement through gifting. And I said I would like per 100, so I'll do an extra week added to the life cycle, or whatever we want the price to be. We're not getting a Freakathon. And the thought process is that if people are gifted, right, and I'm playing the game before anybody else, and I'm ahead, they're likely going to stick in the stream where it's ahead and they have no ads. Thought you said a month? Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. We got to figure out the price. Logs is the only one offering any sort of price. What the fuck am I going to do with bits? What am I doing with that? I need to find a way to turn the fucking combo shit off, bro. After it Mons bangs, then I would do Galaxy 2. Yeah, turn that shit off, bro. And then I would do, we'd start doing the shit that we weren't able to do before, because if it banged, that means we have enough people. So you get roast for promos, and I would get a new panel with new people. You get more of those assessments. You get that Twitch game again. We do Twitch Tag-Toe again. Week, what the fuck? We start doing shit like that, and then slowly but surely get back to it. And then in December, the big reward was December. We were bringing back Snarkcraft. I already talked to Jord. Fuck with me Fridays coming, bro. Fuck with me Fridays could come back, though. I think I'd do it on Wednesday. I think we would just call it the Fuck with me forum, and we'd be a little bit more loosey goosey with it, because having a commitment on Friday when it's the least viewed day, it was rough. Fuck we Friday because of the Willard image. Can I get some Willards in the chat? You fuck with me? It's Fuck with me Friday, bro. You fucking with me? And we need a dark fantasy Pokemon game? Yeah, they're not close. Outside of Conquest? I could do XG, finally. I could do Pokemon XG. If Mons bangs as well. I never thought Fuck With Me Friday would come back. It was good conceptually. It was good conceptually. It just wasn't modded or vanilla. Oh no, Snarkcraft is Cobblemon, but it's highly custom. I've already played Luminescent Platinum before it was done, but I already had the devs in here. Talking shit. Oh, worm. Who fuck with me? Anyone fuck with me? Anyone? Fucking with me? Anybody? Fucking with me? Fs 1 through 4 were the best outcomes villains you did? They're making a pure platinum ROM too now? That's interesting. Some incentives to get to you. I mean, what do we... So we... I have to make a command. I don't want to put that shit on screen. I think I'll just put that shit as a command, like exclamation point something. And then we'll see. Bow, bow, no, no, no. That planet, I think, has the source world in it and whatnot. That's interesting. They should just stop doing that and make a Gen 5 remake. Put the OnlyFans down. Put that link the fuck down, bro. What are you doing? Do another freaky show. We could do that too, but everything has to bang, and then we can consider what to do. But I'm not watching MILFs. The thing that though with the MILFs is that it was funny because it was absurd, and we had people with us as part of the panel, and I don't have anybody anymore. So some of these things aren't as interesting as they could be. Yeah, see, that shit was awful, bro. That shit was, all of it was bad. The funniest thing that happened season 2 was that woman responding to my tweet. No Nova, no Min. Probably not. Min is busy. Nova's busy, seems like. What do you mean? What do I mean? What? You got me 100%. Oh shit, I got Hollow. He fucks your mom clip was funny. That's an all-time clip, but like I'm obviously not streaming with that guy, so yeah, I don't have anybody to watch this shit with or play anything with. I'm lying, man. Fuck you. Yeah, that was all time, because that was all time bits, bro. We used to do bits like that all the time. That was W bits out of us. That was W bits out of us. Okay. Right. Okay. Teddy will watch it with you, but no. No, they won't. We can watch Temptation Island. This sounds like shit, to be honest. So let me see what Joel's doing.
Yesterday I went live from 3:47. Don't care what time I'm live.
That guy does not care what time he's live, bro. Can you grab the camera real quick? Here's the thing, it's Neighborhood Watch. I am not gonna be in a folly edit where I grab the camera thinking I'm getting a Lamar Jackson edit and I don't get it. Thinking I'm getting a fucking sick ass edit and it's just you laughing at me. I'll take no part in that. I will take no part of that. Trust me? Fuck you. I don't trust you. Though you have been making me look great in these clips. I was just talking about you. I was just talking about how great you're making me look in these clips. I actually look like I'm good at video games in these clips. Damn, why the fuck was that shit so loud? It was dumbass loud. This one gonna go crazy. I'm gonna grab it and it's gonna be some freak shit. Or it's gonna be a fucking humiliation edit. And I'm not down, bro. I'm not down. I can't do it. I'm sorry to say, I cannot do it. I just don't trust you. I don't trust anybody. Put me in an edit and people are just laughing, but not with me like they should be because I'm so funny, but at me? Hell nah. Hell no, I'm not that type of white. Okay, why the fuck is this? Why is it so loud? Is it loud for anybody else but me? Is it just loud for me? Pretty loud. Yeah, what the fuck is that about? What if I just skip it? What if I just skipped that shit, bro? What if we just did that? What if we just did that? Okay, what did I miss in the... As far as leaks are concerned. Turn on what volume setting? My fucking head hurts. I don't know that I missed anything, that we haven't talked about anything. Best looking mega starter of all of the, like, just all of the starters, like, generally, or just the 3 that they give you to start this game. I think the best looking is Embor. I think Embor has the best of these, and it's disappointing that they didn't save Meganium. They should have done more with the flowers. And then for Alligator is very cool, but I wish that he was tucked in and then popped out when he attacked, instead of being out and then tucking in when he attacks. I did see that screenshot where Volo may or may not be alive. That's probably unlikely, though. It's probably unlikely. He's probably like a great ancestor that looks just like him. Cynthia had a brother the whole time. We had no idea. Like, I think the best of the new ones, though, is the... Shit, I don't know, bro. They saved Delphox. Isn't he immortal? I mean, maybe. I don't know that that was part of the lore, but maybe I missed that. Could have been done better. It could have been implemented a little bit differently. Maybe they just thought it'd be too stupid if he was running around with his fucking big old head. Volo being a reoccurring villain would be cat. They would have to bring Cynthia in again at some point, though. They are related, and so you need to bring her back in some capacity. But also, I don't know. Hopping around different time periods, fucking around. I'd be so pissed off if we played Legends Galor. If fucking whatever the Legends, that shit is gonna be called. Legends Eternatus. And fucking Volo's there bopping around. I actually would piss me off. I'm already in England. I'm already upset. The Pokemon are already big. I already hate that. And then here comes Volo. Tweaking. I turned that shit off. All my life I turned that shit off. The same thing with that. The only person that's gonna be there for sure is the train guy. Is the conductor from Black and White that was in the... So mama, he's telling me, I'm like, fuck moms. Facts, bro. Actually, this man just because we did tell me, what the fuck are you talking about? What are you saying, man? What are you saying? How is nobody taking this guy back to the factory yet? Catch a big mega Lopunny. I did, bro. And that shit was shiny. I guess it wasn't a fucking mega. Remember when I flew past that motherfucker in Arceus? And I caught that alpha shiny Lopunny? And then I looked like a fucking sicko gooner when it was sitting down on my screen. I don't look at leaks all my Pokemon leaks. Nah, bro. The next one is in Galar. So, did we clip that? We sure did. No clips today. We were just talking about leaks, bro. All right. I'm gonna just sit with that Lopunny. I was a good clip at a prime though. I was good clips at a prime. But also Prime loved uploading a specific type of clip and also only clips with specific individuals in them. The next Legends game is in Galar, yeah. At least that's what the leak suggests. Could be scrapped. It's early enough. It seemed like it regressed. That sounds like ass, yeah. But it's in the past. It's in the past. Medieval. And you gotta deal with the first Dynamax Pokemon. And so you're fighting these big old raid battles with like 30 mons deep. The past is better than the present or the future for Galore, I think. And so you're like 30 mons deep battling these giant ass mons. They showed like a colossal. That sounds, see, it's just Dynamaxing his ass. It's the worst thing they've ever done. As broken as Z moves were, at least they were interesting. You know what I mean? At least they were interesting. For as ugly as terrestrialization looks, at least it's really cool competitive. But just big mon, just giant, just big mon. Just big. But like not actually big, just a projection. Whack. It's whack. Lame. Gigantamaxes are kind of cool because they at least get new designs. I'll take that. So I'm sure we'll get some new Gigantamaxes, but like also... You know what I mean? Like also... it's like... Galore, I know, bro. I know, I'm with you. I agree. Only some monsters could go big. I would much rather them just not get big. I think getting big is stupid as fuck. I'm doing that first fucking gym battle and my Grookey is the size of a fucking skyscraper. Why, bro? Why? It looks dumb as fuck. It was cool that they could increase the scale, and then with that lended itself to in like the arenas and the raid battles. That was cool. But that shit was whack, bro. And they were fucking busted, bro. Awful competitively. They can keep Galore. I agree. They can keep that shit. Scrap that shit. Take me back to Johto. And don't make me go back to Kanto. Give me Johto on its own. But I think what's interesting about the fucking leaks is that it prevents people from saying like just that. Like you already know what's coming. You can speculate on what's coming, but like you can't say, well, I need them to give me this. They're not giving that to you. They're not giving that to you, bro. You know exactly what they're gonna give you. And that fucking MMO is not coming out. That 4 region shit is never ever dropping, bro. They should have never ever put that shit out to the streets. About black and white remakes? No, there was like a brief mention of if they ever did one, they'd need more care and consideration than the previous remakes had gotten. So you're slow with the yeah, bro. But if you think about it, Logs, I mean that shit not coming out for ever if it does. We know everything up until 2030. We know everything for the next 5 years. And so, yeah, if you give them, they'll be in 2032, bro. And you'll be 32. So. Man, fuck, yeah. Fuck. I know. How you think I feel? Well, you be playing Mons at that point? I mean, I don't know why not. To be honest, there really is no limit. Age limit, especially on video games. I will as Unova? Yeah, see? I'm gonna have a wife and kids that wishful thinking. But I hope so, for your sake. You can get Arceus and Zia in the wild? I don't think so. Picking wind version? No, I'm picking waiver. Look at my hair, bro. Look at my hair. You know exactly which version I'm picking. I mean, in Arceus, you can get Arceus in Arceus. But you can't find that motherfucker in the wild. You're not a wave type guy. Well, the wave is blue, so wave check. Spinning. They got a bald version for you. Damn it, he got an ad. What if I ended the stream while he got an ad? When we gonna have 4 rings by 2032? Make it 5. Make it 5. You gotta remember LeBron's retiring. Steph is gone. The West is getting weak. Shea, not gonna be enough. He not fucking with Wemby. That durag image of you, look, I didn't make that, okay? Bow, bow, no. Okay. Well, I wanted to make it to 3 hours, but I don't want to continue streaming. So, Jokic number 2 this year. Bro's got 3 ads left. That's tragic. Okay, what do we think? What are we thinking though? Price wise for Wednesday, I'm gonna run the discount no matter what. I think I can at least do that. But as far as the incentive on a shirt, you do not need that shit on a shirt, bro. You do not need that shit on a shirt. Because now it's appropriation. Because now I'm making money on it. Said you were doing goals, right? Well, it's either you adding a day or a week or a month or a whatever to the stream lifespan. No, for a month it's got to be at least 100. Make a clip advertising the stream or something. I just don't. Too short notice and I'm too busy. That's one of those things where like the community engagement, if the community was really tapped in, they would do it and it would at least word of mouth or don't. Smoking peace, I really, yeah, that shit not even anywhere close to happening, unfortunately. 110 is a month? Well, wouldn't that just make it easier to be 100 though? Wouldn't it just be easier to say 100? You get 35% off of that? Flat 100 for a month? That would break the 15 a day though? Well, I'm saying it's either 15 a day, which is a bad deal. But you hit 100, and then obviously it's a better deal. Hair on fleek? Or not, bro? Tend to do Mario. Oh, okay. This is no. Look. There's no like. If I hit a specific goal, I'm doing. I'm just. You pass a threshold, and you get it. And you get it. So even if you were to do, you know, because a month, if we're being real, like, right? I just have to go live for that entire month. Not every day, obviously, the same schedule. But if a game comes out, then I'm playing for longer. Whereas you go per day, you're literally just getting a day. If you do per month, then you can get any day within that month. Any number of days, any collection of days, any number of streams. When if you just do a day, you just get a day. Like, it's not unless we want to, in aggregate. Like this person got gifted 5, this person gifted 5, this person gifted 5, so now we're at a day. I think we can separate the piles. I think maybe we do an aggregate, and then you can bang off one of these things like separately. But I don't want to do like goals, you know what I mean? I think it's just per every, like, it's 15 a day or 10 a day or whatever it is. But if you dropped 100, then I have to do a whole month. You know what I mean? Like, so maybe you could do an aggregate day wise. So for every 15 sub interval, we do a day. And then if you bang the 100, you get it a month because that's a better deal, and so you get that addition. We would just have to track it properly. Which means I have to put that shit on the screen, and I don't want to do that shit, bro. But it's fine. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. We'll just have it there, and if that's just not really moving, then it is what it is. I do think it's kind of scummy, but I do think it would be effective. Like, not scummy in that, like, people are paying, but that absolutely people who are unfamiliar and are just trying to watch the game that they're interested in, like, indiscriminately of the creator, will absolutely much rather stay, even if it's less interesting to them, in the one where they're not getting ads and the one that's ahead. I just think it's human nature. I'm not having that fucking tier 3 sound alert pop up, bro. I got tier 3s will also add a day. What if we did that? tier 3 is what, that 25? $25? What if a tier 3 has a week? What if a tier 3 adds 2 days, maybe? It's just getting convoluted at that point. I think it just begins to get convoluted. It's 5 normal subs, so 25. Interesting. Interesting. I'm just gonna leave the tier 3s alone, bro, because I don't want to hear that fucking notification. I just want to hear the music and play my silly little creature game. That's what I want to do. I don't know about too much math, but it's just, it becomes convoluted, and especially, I'm just gonna have it as a command. Tier 3 is a 5 gifted. I mean, you could technically, but I don't want to ruin the fucking, I don't know numbers and shit, bro. All this numbers and logic. It's not me, man. It's not me. Yeah, so we could do that. The one thing I did want to do, I'm just gonna leave the YouTube as the way it is. I really did want to play, I can try still to do verts, like to do the vertical streams, because I think that would also increase the likelihood of something coming of it. Like if it was in the fucking shorts tab as you're scrolling and also seeing clips of mine and then also seeing me. Well, unfortunately you don't, okay? Unfortunately you don't get rich like me. The reality is, right? You find a nice community. You you love thy neighbor. You create strong bonds. And you work together as a unit. There really is no method. I mean, there's tons of quote-unquote methods. You can make money doing a bunch of bullshit, bro. Truly. All that you really need to do is trick old people. However you can get old people to stay on a video, you'll probably get enough ad revenue. Truth be told. If you want to scum it up, all you gotta do is steal people's ideas, sell people's ideas, and you're fine, bro. But it doesn't, you gotta be constantly stealing shit. People think you can steal once and be fine. No, you need to be constantly stealing shit, bro. Yeah, have you perhaps tried becoming a thief? Perhaps. But I also can't change the fucking string key of horizontal and vertical. I haven't yet, actually. See, that's what you need to do. Easiest thing you can do, start stealing shit. Aki, please, bro, please. It's bad enough. It's bad enough, bro. But that's because it clearly is not like cropping in a way that makes sense. But I guess that's not necessarily true. I mean, I don't know how it pulls up because I can full screen this and it'll display the full stream. But as they're scrolling, it's still, what am I, too offside right away, bro? Because they love you just like you love them. So that's just, I mean, it's better than nothing, I think. And then thumbnail wise, I mean, I don't. Sorry, I'm just gonna do the same shit I did with Yote. So I think are we good with that 15 a day? Man, we need to get verses. I'm really considering though, legitimately, if this shit bangs, banning all smooth people. I'm dead ass. I'm so dead ass, bro. I think if you're smooth for over a month and that hasn't really, you gotta go. You gotta go. I mean, they're ruining conversations. With the end to round up. Why am I still? I don't know. It's probably because you haven't fucking typed. I'm the freak roll. No, I removed everybody's freak roll. Clean slate. I don't know what, because that's the problem. They don't know either, bro. They don't fucking know either. They literally have no idea, bro. They're all talking to each other. Going back to Australia. I'm in New Zealand. I'll be playing that shit at 4 a.m. Pacific on Wednesday in like 30 hours, bro. So tap in for that. Lock in. We're all gonna be there. All of us. 4 a.m. Pacific, yeah? That's the plan anyway. They arguing over. They don't even know what they're arguing about. They don't even know what they're talking about to each other. They're having 6 different conversations between 13 different people, and there's only 2 people talking. This man gonna beat the game before I get an hour. It's possible. If it's popsicle, that shit is possible. And I'm cold. I'm waiting to 6 to watch an individual play Mons. Yes, you sure are. Oh god, I hate them all. Hey, thanks for that. I said that shit when I was playing Yote. Obviously, nobody was here. And then I got smoked immediately afterwards. I said, damn, that would have been so sick. It would have been such a sick thing to say if I didn't just get fucking smoked. And I think the Snark Clipper uploaded it. I think I remember seeing that. Alright, well, Chid killed the stream. I will be back 4 a.m. I like the first day gameplay too much to be spoiled down. Bro, what the fuck? What the hell I just got? I'll be live at 4 a.m. on Wednesday. 4 a.m. Wednesday the 15th, I will be live. Well, you should have been here, Robert. I'm sorry. Wasn't a good stream anyway. 4 a.m. Pacific time. On Wednesday. Hey, Joey. Yippee! Yippee! You're not in Azerbaijan, bro. You've never been. Yes, we will be there no matter what. We will be there. All of us will be there. I'll catch you guys. This is literally the last chance. If this shit does not bang, let everybody know, okay? If this shit does not bang, I'm gone. But I will complete this game. If it doesn't bang, I'm out. Okay? You just gotta hold that. You gotta... It is what it is. But, you got it, and, You don't hate Aki, you love Aki. I'll see you guys then. Clips will be clipped. You're so real for that. I need the best clippers ready, locked and loaded, ready to go. Clips will come out. We'll see how it all pans out. This will be the end of it. I'm gonna send you guys to Joey, obviously. He's still talking about the leaks, but in more detail, stats wise, competitive wise, so on and so forth. So see you then. Just a reminder, 4 a.m. Wednesday. 4 a.m. Pacific, Wednesday. Tap in.